Sit back, relax. You are about to watch a Peter Gregg video. Something warm, human, and wonderful happens when you watch Peter Gregg.
Hey, 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 it's Friday night. It's Friday night. Let's go out and not have a fright. It's Friday night. Well, here we are on Friday night. We have, I hope everything running well. I do have a little glass of water here. Let's start out. Cheers. Shall we drink to another week that went well? Another week that actually is a successful week. We haven't had a catastrophe. Well, for some people we have had catastrophes, but not... There we go. So, no one's in the room yet? Did I start up with the wrong, let's make sure what we've got. We've got a lot. Yes, we've got a lot. Yeah, we're on Peter Gregg Live. Now, how do I know if I'm listed or unlisted? Just click the button. What button? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's click the button and find out. Okay, so I click the button. I'm waiting for a few people to come in. Say hello. How are you? We started streaming. It doesn't indicate that we are, let's lower the volume. We don't want, we do not want to have feedback, correct? We don't want feedback, but it says one is watching, but we got 3 thumbs up. So we are firing on all cylinders. We will close out Chrome and come back to hello, it's Friday night. Welcome to the time of the night. It's Friday night. So, shall we celebrate? Yes. You've seen this. I just want an opportunity to have another drink. So how is everybody doing? What? You want to make sure I'm really drinking water? My gosh, this is a tough room. Yes, it's really water. It's a glass of water. That's all it is a nice glass, clear water. The ice cubes have melted, and just so you know, when I finish with the water, I have another bottle ready to go, okay? So tell me, what other show do they show you what you're actually drinking? What other show? All right, so let's see. Let's put the water down and say hello to the wonderful people. Now, a vase, a vase, a vase, a vase, a vase. You always put the flowers in a vase. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. A vase? A vase? A vase. So how was your week? What did you do? I've waited all week to see you. I want to know who bought something. What did you buy? Was it a camera? Was it a microphone? A Mickey phone? Hello? We didn't test out the mic. Hello everybody, welcome Friday night. Hello everybody, let's grab a little bit of a bite. Okay, so I am curious as can be. Who is in here? Who is in here? Oh God, Shane, how the heck did you get to be number 1? Well, you're my number 1, okay? So my number 1 in Australia for this minute. I don't know where everybody is, but I know where Shane is. How you doing, Shane? Good to see you. You got to update us on the what goes on with your GH5 Mark II. We do want to know. We want to know. Sammy, how you doing, Sam? I haven't seen you since last week. Oh, I did see you online somewhere. Where? Oh, I think I saw your show, but just for a few minutes. And then the doorbell rang and I had to get a package and stuff like that. But you do a good show, Sam. You really do. You do a very good show. So we've got the Nikon Zfc in the mix. I really wish this camera had the 1.4 because it needs the 1.4. Now we're on the Z6. So hi, Sammy. How was your week, buddy? What did you do? Anything interesting? Everything interesting? I hope everything is going really super well with you. and I can't wait to find out. Let me know if you got, did you order the camera, the new one, and did it come in yet? I would like to know, because you'll be the first person I know that has the E10. Yes, you will. Okay, so Randy is in the room. How you doing, Randy? Did you cut the grass? Did you get wet? Did it rain over there? It rained almost every single afternoon here. Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. Today, it rained. I went to the grocery store. I was going to make it a quick trip, and it didn't rain when I went in, but when I came out, the sky wanted to give me a bath, okay? Yes, I did take a shower before I came on. So how you doing, Randy? I hope everything is going well. Let me know if there's anything. Lewis, how did you get in here so early, big boy? Boy, you're right on track. You got any news? You have anything interesting that happened this week? What went on? I want to know. Lewis says we're back. Sammy, what does Sammy say? What's up, Peter? How you doing, Sammy? I love you, dude. I love everybody in here. Thank you for coming in and babysitting me for Friday night. Thank you for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. Lewis is saying hi to Randall, and Lewis is saying hi to Sammy, and Lewis is saying hi to Shane in the blues, and Lewis is saying hi to Peter. Oh, that one needs to get broadcasted, right? Hello. Hello. How are you doing? I can't wait to see what we've got. That's when I know when I need a haircut, when people start to tell me that I need a haircut. Okay, and I really push it, Randy, right to the limit, because I grew up with long hair. This for me is natural, okay? Other people, friends, and everybody, you know, that get that nice haircut that's really short on the side, then they got the puffy on the top. That is the popular haircut for today. My friend Steven on his haircutting channel shows him doing that haircut. But guess what? I gotta push it as far as I can push it. That's for sure. So give me another inch or two. Come on, let me enjoy the long hair. Makes me feel like a teenager again. Sam, I have been loving my ZV-E10. Yay! We know somebody who's got the ZV-E10. Have you done any shows or anything with it yet? I can't wait to see, and I want to hear what you've got to say. Absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know what that means. Oh, a shadow of a doubt. So if a doubt was the substance, the shadow would be the non-substance. So not even the non-substance of a doubt. So I hope that you're enjoying that. Shane in Australia, it's kind of late for him there. Isn't it late or is it early? I guess I'll find out. He's saying hi to Lewis. Lewis, you're getting a hello up in Canada all the way from Australia. That makes you popular, Lewis. Very popular. How are you doing, Shane? What's going on? What's new over there? What's new over there? The number one questions I've had this week is what should be my first camera? So normally the question is, what camera should I buy? Okay, that is just a YouTuber usually gets what camera should I buy? And that's what they get into. What camera should I buy? Okay, but the unusual thing this week is, at the beginning I thought it was, here's more what camera should I buy questions. But it wasn't. It was, what should be my first camera? Now, none of them, of course, will give you any history. Nobody was going to write to me or tell me what they have, what they don't have, what the camera is for. You're just supposed to pick a card, any card. Go ahead, pick a card. Okay? So I tell them, well, the ZFC is mighty fine looking. It's doing a good job. Come here on Friday night and watch. I have it in the rotation for going live. I've got the ZFC. Speaking of the ZFC, it's right there. It's live right now. It's actually plugged into the wall. I did buy a charger. What did I buy? I bought this one right here. I bought 5. The first 4 didn't work. But this is a 65 watt, but it's got 3 plugs. So Randy probably knows, because I told him, I showed it to him. I tried to show it to him before, but this is, it's got 3 plugs, 2 USB-C plugs, which of course the ZFC's got a USB-C plug. So I've got it plugged into that. And this guy right here, let's get up here real quick. Let's get up here real quick before it changes. There we go. So this is what I bought. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Okay, so that is what I got. Trans-speed quick charger. So it doesn't show you the front end, but it's got 3 plugs that you plug in. So the ZFC, which is this camera right now, okay, is plugged into the USB B for best man. Anybody get married? Okay, so I've got that in one of the plugs, and I've got the USB-C plugged in with the ZFC, which you were watching a second ago, but it changed. Okay, so Jim is in the house. Good evening, y'all. How you doing, Jim? You're looking good tonight. Your face looks fresh. Did you just come out of the shower? You look great. You even smell wonderful. I pick on everybody. Equal opportunity picking, so don't get upset. Everybody in here just looks wonderful. So good evening to everybody is what Jim is saying. Randy's talking to Sammy. Do you have everything back in order after the storm? Well, I hope so. He's got a new camera there. He's the first person I know that actually has the E10. So, Tom Buck, how are you doing, Tom Buck? And Heather must be close, because you hardly ever find Tom without finding Heather too close, and you hardly ever find Heather without finding Tom. They're in love. They've been married 1 year. They're in love. Okay, one of these days they're gonna get married. Yes, that's the joke that I play with them. They've been married, they've passed their first anniversary, and they're climbing to the second one. So Tom, I think I've seen you twice this week. One was Miss Stakes. I don't know why there wasn't a Mr. Stakes, but there was a Miss Stakes, and a Mrs. Stakes, but there was no Mr. Stakes. So he's got that new video out. I did get to see some of that, and then I had to go. I don't even remember if I said hi. Sometimes I don't say hi because I seem to make a mess somehow, and I don't want to get you off track. So it's not I'm being rude or anything. Just know that. Okay. So how you doing, Tom? Tell Heather I said hi. Actually, let me sing to Heather right now so I don't forget. Hi, Heather. Hi, Heather. Hi, Heather. Hi. I hope the reverb is on this mic tonight. The purple mic is my favorite one of all the ones I see. How you doing, Heather? This song is to you from me. Okay, so we got Heather, a song. She's a sweetheart. You want to meet a really, really sweetheart? It's Heather. So Sammy says, yes, I've got. Sammy says, yes. Yes, I've got my ZV-E10 working well. Oh, he's talking to Randy. Okay, well, I wanted to know too, I wanted to know how you're doing with that E10. That's a 1.5 crop sensor compared to the ZV1 that I have here, which is a 1-inch sensor. That's the one that I use for the hands. Hands, wash your hands, reaching out, don't touch me, I won't touch you, Sweet Caroline, it wasn't that tune. No copyright or claims. It's no strikes, but it's claims. So Shane says, it's about time I joined early. I am usually an hour late. Yeah, what is going on there? That's interesting, and you know everybody by name now. Shane, have you been watching behind the scenes? Huh? So Shane is saying hello to you, Tom. So Tom is in California, and Shane is in Australia. So that is what we've got going on there. And two of my favorite guys, they're talking to each other. That's awesome. That is awesome. Raymond Stone, how you doing, Ray? How is my buddy? I love you, Ray. How are things in California going? Have you gone out at all? Have you done anything interesting? I know you're a little bit, just a little tiny bit of a homebody. So I did go to the grocery store today, and then I went to the chlorine store and got some chlorine for the pool, because I'm seeing a little bit of green on the walls. That means I have to brush it. Ugh, I have to brush it. That's my exercise. And get some chlorine into the pool. So Ray, I love you, dude. Thank you for coming in. I so much like that avatar better. It's lively. It lifts me up. I think of you as a smiling, happy face. All of you young guys. Who haven't I heard from Joey? I haven't heard from Joey in a while, and I hope he's doing well. But I do watch him doing the drums, and he's in the middle of the country. So, and I think Sammy's in Jersey. He's in Jersey, I think, okay? I'm trying to remember all this stuff. So, Sean is saying that his GH5 GH5 Mark II, he took it out, he bought it, brand new. I mean, we didn't even have it here in the United States. He put it on this nice, awesome, amazing tripod, and something happened. It's his story to tell, and the tripod went over and it broke. I don't have a camera here with an LCD on it. It broke the LCD off, or cracked it off, okay? And because the camera is so new, you know, I was thinking about that the other day. I was laying in my bed and I was thinking, you know, is it a brand new body? Is there a reason they can't put the LCD from the regular GH5, which they must have hundreds of those in stock, onto the GH5 Mark II? So that kind of implies one of two things. It's got a different part number, okay? Oh, here, he's telling me. It's still not repaired. No parts available indefinitely. I am not getting it fixed now. Wow. So you buy a brand new camera, like Sammy just bought a new camera. He bought the ZV1. So what if he knocks the LCD off of it? What's Sony going to say? It's too new. We can't fix it for you. We don't have the parts. Wow, that don't sound right. Don't sound right at all. So Sammy said it came a week ago. So he's talking about a ZV-E10. Anybody else here have the ZV-E10 in their hands? Or is Sammy the only one in the whole room that's got the E10 in his hands? If he is, that means Sammy's the only one that's got it. He's got it. By golly, he's got it. There's a song. Something about, oh, she's got it. My baby, she's got it. Okay, so Sammy, he's got it. He's got it. So Lewis is in the house. Wait, let me say hi to Lewis. Hold on. Hi, Lewis. How you doing over there? He's not that far from here. So if I step outside and shout, Lewis can probably hear me. So Lewis is saying hello to everybody. So I guess I must be included. I must be included in that. Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Sorry I'm late. You're not late. It's 10:22 already. Gosh, I've been talking 22 minutes. I'm late. My granddaughter is a varsity cheerleader. So I was at her game. That's the way we should do it. We support our kids. Doesn't matter how old they are. Look at Norm still has dinner normally on Friday nights with his children. And then he drives them home so they don't have to take the transportation or whatever it is. So Scotty was with his granddaughter. I know Woody has got at least 2 grandchildren. I know Luke is 1, and he's got a granddaughter. Who else has children and grandchildren? I know Sly has a grandchild because we had that picture with the grandchild. He's a little bitty, not too bitty, well, baby, I guess, in a car, one of those cars, you know, that for children to drive around. So Sly's got a grandchild. So it looks like we got them all going on in here. So anyway, he says, so I was at her game. On my way home, I picked up some hot fudge ice cream cake. Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that one. Hot fudge ice cream cake. I love that the Nikons actually reproduce the LED strips in blue. Yeah, isn't that interesting? So wait, I do have a Canon here. And I don't know if it'll get the LCD strips. Let me find out. Is it one of these? I don't remember. I can't find it. I know I put it in here somewhere. So, oh, I meant to tell you. I did get to watch you. Where are you? Tom, Mr. Tom Buck. Hello, testing 1 2. Mr. Tom Buck, please come down to the principal's office. Mr. Tom Buck, we're paging you. Please come down to the principal's office. So you have one of your cameras where your scene has the sound locked into that, even though it stopped playing. And every time you hit that camera, it would actually give it a pop of that sound until something stopped it. Either you stopped it or your roadcaster stopped it, but something was coming down the pike of the that channel in Ecamm was recognizing it. So Lewis is saying, hi Lewis, hi Scott, hi Raymond. I am not late this time. That's Lewis talking. I was late. I think I was 2 minutes late. Do you have to know what I did? That's what I did. Exactly what you're thinking. That's probably, 8 out of 10 of you are correct. So Scotty is saying hello to all his friends. Isn't it wonderful how we have a wonderful group of friends in this room? It's, I was going to move this whole thing over to the big channel, but I kind of like the small camaraderie that we have here. I could say, Lewis, I love you. Scotty, I love you. Raymond, I love you. I love everybody here. Okay. And I can't really do that on the big channel, or I have to take it down because it actually hurts the channel. So on the big channel, I have to stick to the script. I was going back over the playback, the replay, is that what they call it? And I noticed that Charles had asked the question, and he's the only one that whole night that actually put a cue for the question. And for some reason, I missed it. Of all the people that I missed, was the one that did it correctly by putting in a cue. And then he asked his question, if I remember, because Randy told me and Sly told me, so I went and looked it up. I says, nah, how could I miss Charles Richard? I mean, I would never, skip over him. I don't skip over anybody, actually. So I went and I looked, and sure enough, so Charles, if you're watching, I wanted to apologize. I didn't do that on purpose, by all means. I did not do that on purpose. I do make mistakes. I know you guys think that I'm perfect. Pretty close. But no, and I just felt bad, and I'm glad it was Charles and not some new person. Not that I want to do that to anybody, okay? I just want to keep it straight. So, paging Charles Richard, paging Charles Richard, please come down to the principal's office. Did you get a new camera? I know the mic isn't on. I'm having fun, okay? You're not the only one that gets to have fun on Friday night. Oh, Saturday night is Lewis. Don't forget, tomorrow night we get to watch Lewis, and during the week we get to watch Heather. She does a live show. Tom does a live show. Charles does a live show. Gregg, I've heard rumors, Gregg does a live show. Oh my goodness. So Sammy does a live show. We just have the best collection right here of all the live people. Shane, do you do live shows or only pre-recorded? No, Shane does, because I've commented on his live shows. So Shane does live shows. My goodness, we have got a wonderful thing going. So Lewis says, Peter, I have some news. Ooh, I ate too many candies and I'm in trouble. What kind of trouble are you in? I have to cut back on my sugar too. Come on. I have to get a root canal. Oh, didn't I tell you that last week? Find out if the doctor has the new one where, a root canal is 3 sessions. The first one, they clean it out and they get the root out. Okay, and that tingles a little bit. It's nothing to be afraid of. A root canal is like getting 3 cavities filled at once. Okay, now they have a new machine, and it kind of looks like, what does it look like? It kind of looks like this microphone right here with no cord on it. Okay, so let's take the cord off. Okay, so it kind of looks like this. and only this part of the body right here. And it's battery powered, and it doesn't go high. It's actually quite slow, but it goes through, and it drills right through the root all the way to the gum. And some of your teeth have 2 roots, some of them have 3, and some of them have 1. So I don't know which tooth is which, to be honest with you. I'm not a dentist. I only play one on Friday nights. Okay. So if you get a dentist, if you ask him, do you have the new tool that he does all at once? So if he doesn't, expect him to bash the tool. Oh no, that tool is not any good. Well, I could tell you it's very good. I have had $13,000 worth of teeth done. Actually, one dropped over here, and I have it on my night table. I just have to get to the dentist. Can you notice how quickly I go to the dentist? So I have to get a root canal. I've been suffering. Why does the wrong one come up? There you go. So I have to get a root canal. I've been suffering. Well, a toothache is one of the worst teeth. It's right up there near your eyes, near your brain. You can't sleep. For me, sometimes I have to take 3 or even maybe 4 Advils. 4. You know, like the bottle says. Don't do that. But actually, the 4 Advils is the same strength as the prescription Advil. It's 800 milligrams. So you could take that. You know, you don't have a prescription for it, but you can take that. So Sam says, what lav mic are you using? I want to invest in a good lav mic. I'm going to do the classic curtain opening from the classic late night on my interview streams. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm using this one as a Sony. This level is broadcast level, Sam. So they're about $600-700. So I don't know if you want to spend that kind of money. But that Rode, I think it's called the Rode 2 or something to that effect, where you can clip it on your shirt, but it also will allow you to buy a lav mic like this one and put it in your pocket. So it does dual purpose. That's number 1. Number 2, they give you 2 of the transmitters and 1 of the receivers. And they're half the price of what I paid for this. This one is like $679. So usually, Sammy, the link is in the description. I didn't put the link to this one because they got an updated version. So I have the link in there of the updated version. Of course, that's an affiliate link. You guys, don't forget, okay, I am coming out with a CD. I actually completed another song this week. It's not on this computer. I might move it over to this computer later on, but not in the first hour. I don't want to step away from the stage. We have the stage here. Peter Gregg, come down to the principal's office. I can't come to the principal's office. I'm on stage right now. So I do recommend the Rode, but you know who's Mr. Mike? You all know who's Mr. Mike. That's Tom. So ask him or look through his videos and find out what the best lav mic is. So the transmitter, I can tell you what the ones not to get. Okay, the real cheap ones, sometimes the transmitter and the receiver have a hard time making the connection. So I don't know which one I had in here. Oh, I'm stepping on a wire, wondering what's under my foot. So get a decent one. You're going to buy it once for quite a while unless you break things or lose things. I hope you don't lose things. I hope you don't drop them to the floor. Okay, Evan bought a brand new 6100 with the zoom lens and proceeded within the first week or 2 to drop the camera to the floor. I think you did that too, Sammy, didn't you? I think you dropped the camera. No, Sammy went through a storm. So that should be cool. I'll have to pay attention, Sammy, so this way I can let you know how your show is doing. Randy says, yeah, but I'm getting bald. So because you're getting bald, I have to get a haircut? Let's see. 1 and 1 equals 2. Randy getting bald and Peter still having a good amount of hair, even though it's receding, doesn't equal Peter has to get a haircut. I'm showing off that I got a lot of hair. But people know me having a lot of hair. I've had long hair for ages. Okay, to the point where, of course, when Mama was here, she passed away in 2011, I would be told on a regular basis, you better get a haircut or don't come home. Okay, so Randy, you're not getting bald. You look good. I see Randy does the shows. Everybody in here does shows, except me. I don't know. Let's see who the next one is. Ray. Ray does shows. He does YouTube videos. So he's talking to Lewis. You'll be fine, Lewis. Root canals aren't nearly as bad as advertised. I agree. I've had so many of them. It's just, you know, that it's got a bad rap. But they drill out the root. So I'm holding on to the chair until the root is out. And I constantly ask him, and he says, so the next one that I went in, he says, I'll tell you when the root is out, because he doesn't want me talking while he's in my mouth, okay? So once the root is out, I can relax, because now you have a canal. That's why it's called a root canal. They make a channel, a canal, and that's where the root was, and they have to disinfect it. So the old way is they drill, okay, all the way down. As they're drilling, they're ripping that root nerve out. It's coming apart in pieces. And sometimes you get a little bit of a tingle. I think Raymond just said it. Assuming you get a dentist that gives you enough local anesthetic. Even then, they'll give you more if needed. Yeah, they'll give you more. I did have one that was quite painful. He went right down with the needle. I said, I don't want to see, I don't want to hear. Okay? Because I was really complaining of a lot of pain. So with the new method, they clean it out. The old method, they would put a chemical in there and they'd put a cap, some kind of a cap, like a ceramic paste or something. And then you go back in the next couple of days, and they clean it out again and drill and clean, and then they put that antiseptic down in the canal again and cap it. And then the third time, they clean it out again, and they fill it. Now, when they do that, you're ready for a crown, or if it's not that impactful, they could put a ceramic on top. Now here, the crowns cost, I would say, anywhere, well, the whole thing actually costs around $2,000. Ow, you think the toothache hurts? Wait till you get the pain. But you're in Canada, so I don't know what the pricing is there for you. So yeah, you just want plenty of that Novocaine. The ZV-E10 came in the mail last Friday. Why didn't you tell me? You weren't here last Friday. I was asking about you, Sammy. Where were you last Friday, big boy, huh? Did you have a hot date? Did you go to McDonald's? Did you go to Coney Island? Well, that's too far for you. So that's right. I was like, where was Sammy this week? I miss that kid. I love that kid. I want him to be here. Yep, I love you, Sammy. Too bad. Randy says, I put the Sigma Trios 16 to 30, the 16 1.4, the 30 1.4, and the 56 1.4 on the ZFC and the Z50. They're the crop sensor, and they all work with the autofocusing. Yeah, those are the best little trios. There's one here, thanks to somebody named Randall. Thank you, Randy. Randy's like a benefactor here. Lewis says, Raymond, oh man, I'm just not looking forward to the pain in my wallet. That's where the real pain is. The pain, you're going to have two sets of pains. The pain that you got now while you're waiting to go to the dentist. I think I feel something over here. Sympathy pains. Don't go into labor, okay? Because I don't want to have pains in my belly. All right, so you'll have the pain before, and then finally, when the root is out, finally, peace. And then when you go in the front and you get the bill, oops, you remember that camera you were talking about? It's going to be in your mouth. That's where it's going to be. For the price of that, well, in the United States, for the price of the root canal, you can have a really, really nice camera and a lens. So, alrighty, so Lewis says, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's not as bad, but I've been suffering because I can't eat without painkillers, and a tomato hurt my teeth because it was so cold. Well, here's a word to the wise. Baby yourself. No ice cream, nothing cold, no ice cubes. Actually, your mouth might like something warm, but not hot. So whenever your appointment is with the dentist, you're going to have to baby that area. It's hurt. It's got an infection. The root canal, the root is infected and it's putting pressure. So you could actually take the Advil and it will help with the infection. So that's what we got going on. Just take care of yourself. Here's Sly. How you doing, Sly? Hello, Peter, and my favorite Friday night fellows. How you doing, Sly? You know what's coming, Ray. You don't have to type it. You know what's coming. Hello, Sly. What you doing, Sly? Is that water I see behind you in your avatar? Do you like to be in the water, Sly? I didn't know they had water where you are. I guess she likes to be in the water sometimes. So, Sly, welcome to the show. I'm singing a song just to you. I hope we really get along. So, Sly, thanks for coming in tonight. There we go. Sly is one of the moderators in the room. Randy is another moderator in the room. I can use E-mount lenses on the Megadap, the adapter, which will work with any Nikon camera. So it's Megadap ETZ11 is the name of the adapter, okay? Because the FTZ is the adapter that they have there. So Randy is a Sony guy, and he's got an absolute room full of Nikon cameras, Nikon lenses, Nikon batteries, Nikon plugins. There's Charles. I was just talking about you, Charles. I accidentally, I didn't see your question last week. And I got bombarded by people going like, did you purposely skip over Charles? Yes, I purposely skipped over Charles. You know I would never do that. I love you, Charles. I like to find when you're on live so I can come in and say hello. And I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were watching, that you're the only one that did what I asked, which was to put a cue when you ask a question. So you did exactly what I asked you to do, and then I accidentally didn't see it. Now, you know my personality. I don't skip over people. But I do want to say I'm sorry, because I didn't mean to do that at all. And Sly got on my case. Why'd you skip over Randy? Why? Not Randy. Why'd you skip over Charles? And then Charles called me and he said, did you purposely ignore Charles? I says, no, why would I ignore Charles? I love Charles. He says, well, he's the only one that put the cue. And I says, nah, I would have seen the cue. I went looking for cues before I signed off. He said it was there. So I checked it on Sunday. So tonight's show doesn't get the chat until probably Sunday, maybe Monday. And I went and looked, and sure enough, it was there. So Charles, I apologize for that. And I also saw your comment. And your comment was that you were going to be an H, and you were going to change the Fuji super camera that you have, and you were contemplating on getting a Leica. Now that is an amazing, stunning, wonderful camera. The Leica, I think you said the SL2. So I'm sorry I didn't see that. I would have loved to talk about that, but I'll talk about it now. So I don't know what the result was. So I don't know if you actually changed the, GFX 100, the Fuji, and got a medium format Leica SL2, which I'm pretty sure you had to get a lens. So you feeling lighter this week, Charles? If you bought it, I'm sure it took some money out of your wallet. So anyway, good to see you, Charles. Please accept my apologies. I would never do anything. You know, I love everybody in here. I keep telling everybody I love you. But imagine if I did that to one of the new people. That was on Sunday night when I was trying to stay on track and I was like bulldozing my way through. Now tonight we talk. Now when I go live on Sunday, I'm not going to say hi Charles, hi Lewis, hi Sly, hi Randy. I'm going to try to pick a topic and stay on that topic so the show will be a legitimate show. It's not going to be a family get-together. This is our family get-together. This is where I get to say hello to you, tell you that I love you, I miss you, I haven't seen you all week long. What's going on? What did you eat? Who did you go out with? Did you have breakfast? Did you have lunch? Did you guys eat dinner yet? You know, I actually skipped dinner. I just had a little seafood salad that I got from the grocery store and didn't eat much dinner. And I purposely did not buy ice cream. Do you notice I lost a little bit of weight again? So I cut out the M&Ms, which you guys know, and I cut back on the chocolate chip cookies. Randy and Sly, who gets a hold of me, says, less sugar, Peter, less sugar. We're not going to eat that much sugar, okay? Less sugar. So I've cut out a lot of the chocolate chip cookies. Not all of them. One will accidentally slip into my mouth and I'll chew it and it will taste just like a chocolate chip cookie and I'll say, I wonder if I put a chocolate chip cookie in my mouth. And guess what? It was. But I haven't gone through a package in a week, which is what usually happens. You know, 75 to 80% of the package is still there. I'm cleaning my glasses because I'm looking at you and I don't see you clearly. So now, oh, you look good. Oh my goodness, everybody looks good. Charles, even you look good. Yes. Charles is chuckling. Okay. Okay, so let's get back. Oh, I could read this now. So I said hello to Charles and I told him I'm so sorry that I missed his question. Chris is in the house. Hello, everybody. Hi, Peter. How you doing, Chris? What have you done since last Friday? Did you have a good time doing it? Who did you do it with? How long did you do it? Why did you do it? Inquiring minds want to know. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I appreciate you coming in and not just lurking, but stepping up and saying hi, helping me to have a good time tonight too. So Ray, I had a tooth pulled back in my back molar because I got a root canal and didn't get a crown. Oh, well, that is not good. Oh, I just read that. I don't want to, no offense, Louis, I don't want to read about the canals and the crowns. This was like $13,000, $14,000, all from here to here. All of them are root canals and crowns, okay? 13 grand. Sly is here, and Charles and Chris, hello, friends. So that's from Lewis saying hello to everybody. Sammy is saying hello to Tom Buck. Yep, and he's going to be your best microphone. The only thing I'm saying is don't buy the cheapest thing on the block. And pay attention, Sammy, because I know you know this, so I'm not talking down at you, okay? So don't think that at all, because I know you're a very, very smart young man, okay? But you got to be careful when you get the guests. They make your Ecamm makes your volume very low, so it sounds like you're talking like this, and it's like, well, why can't I hear Sammy? I want to hear Sammy with what he says and what he, you know, because Sammy will, that's a Sammy laugh, okay? So usually the guest is like loud, and then you're soft. Now, am I complaining? Not at all. I actually want to hear what you got to say. What you've got to say is important to me. So I have to ride my volume. When you're on and you're talking, I have to raise it up. And then when the guest is on, I have to lower it down. But I want to hear what you got to say. You're important to me, Sam. So balance out the guest. Make a note to yourself. If you don't write it down, you get so hyped up, and when the guest comes on, you get into it, you laugh, you have to ask the questions. So it's really a lot of things that you're doing at the same time. That is a lot of brain power going on. So put a note there for you to check the volume balances because I want to hear what my big boy's got to say. Okay, that's all. Not complaining, telling you that I love you. That's all. So, Lewis saying, Tom, that thumbnail masterclass is insane. Tom is good at making thumbnails. I think he's a little bit over the top on the thumbnails, but hey, it's Tom Buck. Is somebody going to correct him? No. If the man enjoys it, let him enjoy it. So Chris is saying hi. Hey, Lewis, Chris is saying hi to you. So you're getting a hello. Are you in Canada, Chris? Because Lewis is in Canada. Now, here's the question. Chris, are you saying hello to Lewis? Lewis, or are you saying hello to Mr. Camera Junkie, Lewis? And because they're both Lewis. One's in Canada, which is far away, and one is just a few blocks from here, where I can send smoke signals. So I'm curious. I'm guessing you're saying hello to Louis Lazuka, okay, who's in Canada. So yeah, that thumbnail video was excellent. But here's the question. Does Tom Buck ever do a bad video? The answer to that is N-O. I could spell that word. So they're all good. So it doesn't matter. Charles is saying hi to Louis and Louis. There we go. To Luis and Louis, okay, and Sly and Randall and Peter. I thought you might be mad at me, but I think you know me pretty well by now. I do make a mistake here and there. I've been known to make mistakes at least 3 times a day. So Charles is saying hello. Tom saying Heather is cooking some snacks, but she loved the song. She can hear it all the way in the kitchen. Well, that's very cool. Betty cool. Lewis says, Charles, how does it feel to be 1 year older? Did you get your birthday wish? Oh yeah, I sang happy birthday to Charles. Happy birthday to you. Hey, any birthdays in here tonight? Don't be hiding it. I want to sing happy. I want to use the mic. Okay, I want to do something like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charles. Happy birthday to you. So, who's got a birthday? I know September is usually a big birthday month. You know why? Because January is cold, so people snuggle up in January, and things happen when you get all snuggled up. What can I tell you? And then in August, September, October, you get a lot of my birthday's coming up in October. It will be my birthday. Am I going to sing happy birthday to myself? I'm not going to tell you because I don't know. But if I have a chance to use that microphone, Lewis says, Charles told me he was getting a Leica. I'm so jealous. You can be as jealous as you want, Lewis, but you and me are not going to be getting the Leica anytime soon. Okay, that camera costs a lot of money. It's a fine piece of machinery, but you have to be something like a lawyer or maybe a doctor to be able to get one of those. I know you told me not to play around, but I've been shooting raw video and loving it. Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time. He's saying he's sorry. You don't have to be sorry. I'm not your boss. I'm not the raw police. So the raw camera video police, do what you like, as you want, where you want, how you want, with who you want, forever how long you want. By the way, I like those videos where you've got you had one with your brother. You know something, Louis? I didn't know you had a brother. I know your girlfriend. I don't know. Are you still together with your girlfriend? Because I haven't seen her, but I've seen your mama. Yes. And I've seen your sister. She's beautiful. And now I've seen your brother. There's more than one Louis, guys. Hide. Everybody hide. There's more than one Louis out there. I never knew. Louis has a brother. Oh my goodness. There's 2 of them. There we go. It's wonderful to have a brother. I have 3 wonderful brothers. Well, 2.5. No, I love all my brothers. So Charles says, I traded my Fuji GFX 100 for the Leica SL2 at B&H. So, and he's got a lot of smiles. Somebody is a very happy man tonight. I don't know who, but somebody is a very happy man. Is that a smile on your face over there, Charles? Congratulations. Congratulations. So, I know when you get new toys, it's absolutely positively wonderful. Wonderful, okay? So Charles says, Peter, do not drink the chlorine. It doesn't kill the flu. Yeah, it does. It kills you too, unfortunately, but it'll kill the flu. You know, if you get enough of that inside of you. But I'll do like you said. You're the doctor here, okay? I won't drink the chlorine. Sammy says, I'm in New Jersey. See, I remembered correctly. Sammy's in New Jersey. Sam, you told me that once before, and it kind of clicked, excuse me, in my mind. And I remembered you're in Jersey. Okay, he's in Jersey. Sometimes water tastes good. Lewis is going, oh my God, oh my God. We have to make it more masculine. Oh my God. Charles says, Sly Reader, I'm ready for your arrival. Yeah, she's shipping in, right? Sly's going to ship in. So I guess we're going to see what kind of camera stuff happens there. That will be very interesting. But remember, Charles, it's up to Sly to say what she's doing. Okay, we don't tell on a woman what she's doing. Unless you got permission. So Lewis is going, OMG, 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 and SL2. Yep, he's got the SL2. That's a sweet camera. It's got an interesting button layout on that camera. The SL2, most cameras you pick up and they got a few buttons or 100 buttons and they're all marked. Not on the SL2, okay? You remember what they are. But it's a power camera, you know? It's not a point and shoot. So, Charles, what lens do you use with the Leica? Are you shooting 35 millimeter or 50? Okay, remember the lenses they got numbers on them, but they're recording differently. So, an 80 millimeter lens would be kind of like a 50. Okay, so Lewis says, I know nothing about Leicas. Peter, did you see the new iPhones? 13 millimeter, 28 millimeter, 77 millimeter lenses in your pocket? What? I have a 77 millimeter lens in my pocket? Is that a 77 millimeter lens in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? I was disappointed with that Apple thing. I think that they're stringing it along because they can. Okay? And they know when they add something major, they're going to get tackled. They're going to get tackled big time with orders. So they're waiting until their sales go down and they get enough stock because some things are hard to get now. And they don't have stock because of one reason, containers, another reason, the flu, another reason they can't get chips. Always something, always something. But you know, I'm in my 60s and it's always been something. So we act like, oh my God, it's terrible. No, it's always like that. It's one thing after another. And when I'm gone, okay, and 50 years from now, there will be other people that are going like, when are they going to come out with this? Shanunan camera has been saying that they're going to release a new camera any moment, but I don't know what's taking them so long. Same story, different channel. That's life. That's life. So Sly is announcing here. What is Sly saying? Yeah, I saw the new phone, so I did answer that question. And Sly says, Charles, I'm counting the days. 10, 9, 8. Well, no, it's like 100, 99. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. All together now, 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 97 bottles of beer on the wall. My parents made us sing that while we were driving from here to New York or from here to Virginia. And they had 4 children in the car, and to keep us busy, they got us going, and we were gullible enough to do it. How dumb was that? Seriously. You start off a song, you actually wind up falling asleep before you finish singing it. Parents know what they're doing. Those guys are sly. Sly is not the only sly parent. She's got children. Hello, Uncle G. Hello, Haas. How you doing, big boy? Okay, so I know she's got kids and grandkids. Louis, you have kids and grandkids? I feel like nothing compares to the Sony low light man. Nothing comes close. Okay, there we go, there we go. Charles Lewis, I got the new Leica zoom lens. Oh, so you got the one lens, and it covers everything. It does it all. See, now you're not supposed to touch your face, but I just got out of the shower, and I haven't touched, well, I did touch the microphone. I did touch the glass. Speaking of the glass, cheers. You guys got a glass of water? Or you got a Coke? Or a Pepsi? Or a Yoo-hoo? Or Mark, are you in the room? You got a beer? In Chicago? Okay. Cheers. Okay, let's all do a cheers since we're here together as friends. 1, 2, 3. Cling. Okay. Cling. That's better. Nikon behaved that time. Okay. Oh, now it's not going to go back. Got to hide the glass. That is such good water. So he's got the new, Norm is here. Here's one of the best dads in town. Merry Christmas, Peter, and good evening, Greggies around the world. Thank you for reminding me it's Christmas. I want to remind you guys, go to the link for the Kickstarter. If we don't hit the goal, you pay nothing. And then you could buy the new Christmas CD. I got another song. I got to push it a little bit, so don't get angry with me. Okay, because if we don't get up to the target, Kickstarter doesn't charge anybody anything, and they give me nothing. So we have to get it up to the target. So please, I'm asking you, go to Kickstarter and either just support at a low price, or buy a CD or 2 or 5, or support at the higher level. Got to get it up there, and then I can finish paying off what I'm paying to get all these songs. They're expensive. They're expensive to buy all these orchestrated things. Okay, so thank you, Norm, for in a roundabout way reminding me. And Norm says, I'm driving back in 30, so he's taking the kids home. If you guys can hear me, hello, Mr. School Teacher and Miss Lawyer. No, let's flip that around. Hello, Mr. Lawyer, Miss School Teacher, how are you doing? My love to you, your dad, and your whole family. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Sammy I'm using the ZV-E10 with the Siggy 16mm 1.4, and it looks great. Good lens. That Sigma 1.4 is an awesome lens. And on the crop, it's going to be, because it's a regular crop, it's not a 1-inch sensor, the one that Sammy has. The camera that Sammy has actually is a crop sensor, which is a 1.5. So the 16mm is going to get cropped to, if the lens was close to 24, like 23 or something. Do the math. I'm not good at math at night. I went to day school. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so it's going to act like a 24 or close to a 24 in the field of view, which is very nice. Very, very nice. I'm so happy for you, Sammy. That's a wonderful camera. If there's anybody that deserves a nice camera like that, it's you. You work so hard on your channel. I'm so proud of you. You just nail it over and over and over. So I'm very proud of you. You're doing something really good. Okay, I have a question. There's a person in there, and it's a moderator that says Mama something. Is that really your mother? That would be so cool if she's there moderating. That would be ultra cool. I wish my mother was here and could moderate. She's in heaven. I do miss her dearly, but I hope that's your real mom. So I just figured I'd ask you. So here's Woody. I was at my granddaughter's volleyball tonight. See, you keep saying granddaughter, and I'm never going to learn her name. I got to hear the name at least 10, 12 times. So I don't know why. You must have talked about Luke over and over. I can remember Luke Skywalker. Maybe that's why it rang a bell. So, hi Woody, what you doing up there? Tell your wife I said hello. Tell her she still looks nicer than you in the picture. And your weather, what are we in the middle? What is this? September 17th. So we're approaching the changing of the leaves, which happens, what, about the beginning or mid-October up there? We don't get that here in Miami. We just go in the pool. And when comes the changing of the leaves for you guys, we go in the pool. When you get your first snow, we go in the pool. When you guys get a blizzard and snowstorms, we go in the pool. When spring comes with the best new flowers and you get the trees filling up and the animals are out, we go in the pool, okay? And when summer comes and it's really hot, we go in the pool. So congratulations to your granddaughter. That's one of the best parts of life is your kids and your grandkids, because you can't spoil the kids that much. You got to keep them in line. You're the one that keeps them between the lines on the road. Now, the grandkids, different story altogether. You can spoil the grandkids, and when your child says, don't buy them so many presents, don't do this, don't do that. Heck, what are they going to do? Put you in the playpen? You just spoil those grandkids. That's the best part. So, congratulations, Woody, on your granddaughter's volleyball, and I hope you and your wife, your better half, definitely your prettier half, I hope you had a great time tonight. Charles, Lewis, I got the Leica 24 to 70 2.8. That's nice. You're ready to shoot a wedding. You're ready to shoot a wedding, dude, okay? Or you're ready to shoot something important. Tom, will there be another Peter podcast this week? I thought the first episode was really fantastic. That was a tough one. I tried to stay on topic so hard that when I watched it, I kind of looked stiff. I like this, okay? I like to say, hey, Tom. Hi, Heather. I love you guys. What are you doing? Tom, did you make any more bread? The sourdough bread? Heather, your show was great. I can't do that on Sunday night. God willing, and the bridge isn't up, I'm going to try to make the Sunday night thing a regular night. We'll change the, put the right word in there. And of course, I would screw up with an educator watching me. But yeah, Sunday night, 9 o'clock, the Lord willing, the bridge isn't up, and I'm feeling okay, okay. We'll do another show. I haven't picked a topic yet. Maybe I'll talk about live streaming. What do you suggest, Tom? What do you suggest should be the topic? Actually, that's what we can do on Friday nights. We can pick the topic for Sunday night, okay? It's got to be something that will be productive for the channel, obviously. And I do want to mention and hit the Kickstarter for the CD, because I'm raising the funds to finish off and get them printed. This is Jonathan's CD, so he went through it first. So he led the way, and now he's telling me and showing me, and when I have questions on Logic Pro, I just call good old Jonathan, down in Mexico and get on the phone with him, and this is what you got to do here, this is what you got to do there. And I'm going to try and maybe get him to do a little violin interlude in one of my Christmas songs. It's not a done deal, okay? My agent's talking with his agent. My people's talking with his people. We're going to do, I think we got 2 lunches, and after we do the lunches and all that, we might have a deal or we might not. But in terms of where to get the CD printed, because this is all gloss. So he's got the front cover, okay? So I can tell you I got my front cover done. I did it myself. It's plain, plain, plain. Okay, I want it that way. Remember the Beatles' White Album? And there was somebody else that had a very plain white album. So it's going to be like that, but it's not going to be white, okay? And it's going to be called, right up here at the top, it's going to say Christmas 2. That's the name of the album. Christmas with the number 2, not Roman numeral 2. It's going to have an artist drawing of my face here, and it's going to say Peter Gregg here. And it's going to be all white, okay? And then on the back will be the names of the songs, kind of like what Jonathan has. Okay, so if you haven't supported this, the link is in the Kickstarter. So I'm sorry, forgive me for bringing it up over and over, okay, but we need to raise the funds so that the money is there to make all the songs. They cost, each one of them, okay, and then inside is the actual CD. So if I take this out, this will be the CD, and see, it's silver, so it's a pressed CD. It's not the kind that you make in your computer in your basement, okay? So this has the artwork on it here, and he's got the artwork in here behind the CD. So when you take the CD off, surprise, you see a picture of Jonathan. Okay, now I don't know what I'm going to put in there. It might be words, because I got a lot to say. Have you known me to shut up? All right. And then over here will be any type of credits or any kind of stories. I might put the names of the supporters. I'm not sure. Depends on how many they are. He has guest musicians. I don't really have a guest musician, but who knows? We got a little bit of time. And look it, my name is here. Peter Gregg is right here. Can you see it? The last one under my finger. Peter Gregg. That little writing right there. That's me. That's me. He's giving me special thanks because we did a photo session over the phone. So I was directing his mother, and his mother was holding the camera and doing what I said. And then she set the camera the way I wanted it set. It was like a remote control portrait session. And we got the results. So he printed the CDs. So on the Kickstarter, at the $25 level, you get a CD, and you get a digital download. I'm not sure if I put that in on the Kickstarter. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, so I am taking a little extra time. Please forgive me. All right, but I do have a mission to raise that money. So every little bit helps. So if you want to see, and I'm going to be selling the CD all year long. All year long, I'm in the Christmas room. And I will have a way to ask people for money during the year, but to give them something really nice in return. For me, that's important. It's not just give me money, give me money. I like to put things in people's hands that's of value. So it could be March, it could be April, and I could be talking about the new Canon R1 or whatever it is that's going to be coming out. And I can say, oh, by the way, if you guys like to support the channel, there's a link down below. Anyone that would like to buy my Christmas CD, it plays all year long. The CD will play all year long. So you could support the channel, and I will mail you a CD free of charge in the shipping, okay? I'm not giving them the CD. I'll have to phrase that properly. See, I almost said it wrong right here. But I'm practicing. I'm practicing on the family. Okay, so if you haven't, please do now. I'm asking for that, okay? Please go and support on Kickstarter. There's a link down below. Okay, so yeah, Tom, there will be Sunday, God willing, another one. And I say God willing because you never know. I might be pushing up daisies. No. Oh my goodness, the 2470 2.8. Imagine that, Louis. Everybody in the world has got one of those. Tom Buck, I was wondering, what were you wondering? Why he didn't reply to us. Then I remember that's what Friday night is for. That's right. And you guys have to help me, okay? Because I get off track so easy. I see you guys, I see Charles, I see Louis, I see Mr. Camera Junkie, I see Sly. I get all excited. I'm ready to jump off the track and get into a party mode, and I can't do that on Sunday night. You want to see a professional at work? Watch Tom Buck. He can juggle staying on point and still dealing, saying hello to people. Sometimes he'll put a comment on the bottom, but he doesn't say it. But that's his way of reaching out to say hello to them, just by popping up their comment. I mean, the man is a pro. It's Tom Professional Buck. So if you haven't watched, or you don't watch Tom's show, let's get on the ball here, okay? He's heading for 100,000 subscribers, and he's heading there fast. Charles says, yes, new camera, and I figured you just missed my questions. Yeah, but I felt bad, Charles. Just to let you know, I felt bad. Not that bad. There's not going to be a check in the mail, okay? You go to Kickstarter and help support the CD. This way I can send you a Christmas CD, okay? And I'll sign yours. Peter, to Charles, love Peter, okay? So, thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Sammy, that 16 millimeter is a beautiful lens. Peter, I will be sending you an email very soon. All right, send me your phone number so I can call you and say hello. What are you doing, Sammy? Did you eat today? Everything good? You getting ready to do a show? It's so wonderful to hear you on my phone. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do because I'm kind of busy here too. But anytime you need me, Sammy, you just pick up the phone and call me. You got that, buddy? You got that? You got that? You got that? Oh, bye. I have to hang up the phone, right? So that's good, Sammy. Shane, I only do live shows on this channel, not so much on the tech channel. Oh, I didn't know it was only live shows. So Shane is another live show expert. Dang, everybody's better at this than me. Golly gee whiz, Batman. I need to find a new career. Lewis says, I hate root canals. Really, Lewis? Well, that isn't breaking news on video at 11. Everybody hates it. So it's all the cheesecakes. Oh my God, I love cheesecakes. My award-winning smile. You do have a wonderful smile. Yes, you do. Why is your root canal? I don't want to be seeing the root canal. Go away, go away. Not Lewis, the root canal. Lewis says, is this what it's like being an adult? No, Lewis, never become an adult. That's one of the secrets to staying young. Never become an adult. Your body is going to do its own thing. It's going to get older. You can ask some of us older ones, okay? Like like Charles. You can ask one of he just had a birthday, so I can pick on him. So speaking of Charles, he's our resident troublemaker. Okay, if Charles can make a troublesome question, he will do it. Peter, will you do a YouTube video at the dentist? You know, Charles, I don't cuss, but hell no. I'll be holding onto the chair, frozen. I don't want to know anything about YouTube. I want to get out. I want to get out of there, not do more in there. I'm sorry if there's a dentist in the house, okay? If there is, identify yourself so I can say hello to you, Mr. Dr. Dentist. Just tell me you're a dentist. I will treat you special. Now, everybody's a dentist now. They gave me medication and I can't eat, I can't sleep without the T3. But then I feel like I'm floating and I hate it. Yeah, that medication will do that. But you know, how long before your what do you call it? Your appointment? Seriously, how long? Get in there. Walk in if you have to. So, or find another dentist. Lewis says to Charles Richard, I like that idea. Gregory, how you doing, Gregory? Good evening. How is everybody tonight? Everybody say hello to Gregory. He's saying hello to everybody. Did you bring any food? I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner before I signed up tonight. I kind of fell asleep and I overslept. So I got out of bed and I went right into the shower. And then I came in here and I turned the pewter on. And I'm thinking, there should have been a dinner in there somewhere. Between here and there should have been a dinner. What can I tell you? There should have been a dinner. So hello to Gregory, and if I remember correctly, and I do, hello to Maria, hello to Matthew, hello to Christina. I forgot the other names of whoever is over there, but whoever's over there. Hello from Miami, Florida to Gregory. So thank you for popping in and saying hello. And Sammy says, I was thinking like $500 to $700 is what I was going to give to your CD on the Kickstarter. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what he said. If you're going to spend $500 to $700, look at the Sennheiser or the Sony. They're both superb. They're workhorses. They're broadcast quality. They're top of the line. So I got it clipped on here, okay? And underneath here is my t-shirt. Peter, you're not going to undress in front of everybody. Well, I'm thinner now. I can show you my belly, okay? And the wire is right there, and it goes and it sits in my pants. Is that a microphone transmitter in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, now here's the catch. That wire, okay, make sure you put most of it in your pocket, because I don't know, these wires somehow are smart, and they know to catch on everything. It's the darnest thing. All day long I'm fine. I put a mic on, and the wire will catch at the end of the desk. It'll catch on over here in the kitchen, the little knobs that open and close, even the corners of the drawer. Dang, oops, no cussing on this show, stop cussing. Okay, so tuck in that wire, because it finds the most inopportune time to actually pull, and that's bad. Charles says, hi Gregory, welcome to the Night Owl Show. Do I hear the crickets going? So Gregory gets a hello from the doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? Hello? Is there a doctor? No? Oh, it's Charles. There's the doctor. How are you doing, Charles? I got Oragel. Yep, it's over here at Walgreens, which is like a numbing gel, and I'm able to eat. That's it. It doesn't last very long. Oh, well, he tells us 4 hours. I never even get 4 hours out of the Oragel. Hopefully, God willing, I will not have to be seeing a dentist, even though this tooth came out. See that hole there? I don't want to show that. That's my good side. Okay. So Sammy is just saying, Tom Buck, Tom Buck, Tom Buck, Tom Buck. He's trying to start a chant. Just settle down, Sammy. Relax. This is your night off, big boy, okay? Just relax. Get yourself some chocolate milk, some chocolate cookies, or whatever it is that you like, whatever tickles your tummy, okay? And just put your feet up and relax, and every once in a while, say something to me, because I like it when Sam writes me little comments. So there we go. So Tom is saying, I'm not super knowledgeable about lav mics, but the Sennheiser makes some great ones. Tom, you're going to have to go to confession on Sunday, because you know more about these things than anybody else. Heather, kick him in the butt, okay? He's trying to tell us, a whole room full of people, that he doesn't know about mics. Who does Tom think he's fooling here? Tom knows, but Tom is right. If I were to buy a new one today, I would actually buy the Sennheiser, whatever it's called, a wireless lav mic. It looks just like the Sony. It acts just like the Sony, but Sennheiser is excellent. But let me tell you something. I've gotten into all these different mics here, okay? And so I'm getting an education on microphones. This is the one I hit people over the head with. It's cushion. It's like a Smurf thing, okay? Then I got this one here, and I got this one here, and I got this one here, and I got a few of them sitting on my desk, okay? Sony is not known for their microphones, are they? Are they? Do people think microphones, it's Sennheiser, Rode, okay? You got Neumann. Oh, by the way, Louis, the Neumann TLM 103 is climbing on my gotta try it list, because it's one of the lower self noise. All the microphones produce a noise, Okay, so if I'm quiet, you can still hear noise, but I do have the air conditioner running, so it's not fair. Okay. However, there's a rating on the noise level with an A after it, and that's the self noise. So that's how much noise the microphone puts out before you do anything with it at all. And the TLM 103 is one of the lowest ones in town. Okay, the only other one that I found that was actually lower than that of a high quality level is the AKG C414 XLS2. I don't know. It's the C14, whatever the current version, because they've had a variety of version 1, version 2, version 3, okay. So the noise level on the TLM 103, this is not it, okay. I do not have one of those here. I'm going to try to get one from B&H. Is 7 decibels. So it's got, I don't even know if it's decibels, but it's 7, all right. So these are in the 12 to 15 range, and when they're above 15, they're pretty noisy microphones. So the TLM 103 has less noise and better reproduction than the revered U87 from Neumann, okay? So the U87 is kind of like a label. What kind of mic you got? Pfft, I got a Neumann U87. Oh, can I touch you? Can I touch you? You have a Neumann U87. That's the big boy on the block, all right? So the TLM 103 is actually newer technology. It has lower noise threshold than the U87. It's got a better roll-off. You guys know how to read an MTF chart? You know, when you look at a lens and you can see the noise on the lens and where the sharpness is, it's called an MTF chart. Well, there's something like that for the microphones, okay? So the TLM, right through the basic vocal, is completely flat. I mean straight line flat. And that is what you want it to be. You want the microphone to be flat like that, okay? And then up towards the right, it raises up, which is where the breathy, where I sound sexy, okay? It rises right there. So that TLM 103 actually has a better one of those thingamajigs on paper than the U87, which is, I think, what are they, AI now? So, but where's the name? Okay, the name is in the U87. That microphone's $3,500, if not more. So, and the one I'm talking about is like $1,000 or $1,100. So what are you getting for that money? You're getting very old technology. Apparently it still works excellently, okay? And you also get the knowledge that it's one of the best that Neumann is putting out. Neumann is the name of a microphone. So I know we got people in here going, what are you talking about? What's Neumann? Neumann. You got something in your nose? Are you nasally? Should I send you some nasal spray, Peter? Instead of going to Kickstarter and putting some money in towards your album, should I send you some nasal spray? No, Neumann is one of the standards of the world. It's a German-made mic, okay, and they're just known for their good stuff. So what was I going to say? The AKG, actually, the C414 is actually quieter. So I brought all that up to say this. Sony, okay, the Neumann was how much, class? How much was the Neumann microphone? Again, the high-end one, $3,600? Okay, remember that, okay? Sony's microphones, professional studio microphones, $24,000. So they don't the word on the street. So the reason I told you that is that I'm telling you that this lav mic that I have does a good job. Sony sells the high-end microphones. There's a story that if there wasn't a C137 Sony microphone in the studio, when Frank Sinatra showed up to record, he would turn around, walk out, and go home. you get a C137 microphone in there. That's the microphone he wanted to sing on. Okay, and there was others after, but that's the story that surrounds that microphone. So RCA, or whoever it is that was his company, they had to keep a stock of C137 microphones for Frank Sinatra when he would come in to sing. You know, he made a Christmas album too. Did you know I'm making a Christmas album? And you can help support that Christmas album by going to the link in the description, the Kickstarter. You could be a supporter for $5 or $10. At $25, I'll send you a CD and a download, and I pay the shipping. It's not $25 plus shipping. So there, take that. So when Frank used to go, you know, me and Frank, we buddies, you know. When he used to go and record, for the longest time, he wanted that Sony C137. Okay, and that's the mic that was known as the Frank Sinatra mic. I think it evolved onto another mic after that, but I don't know the entire story. I'm not that old, okay, seriously. So Tom has got it right. The Sennheiser is good, but the Sony is also good. Link is in the description, so you can go check it out. Definitely have my eyes on the Rode wireless, but I'd like to have a high quality mic to plug in it. Okay, to plug it in. Sammy says, I have a Shure wireless system. That is very nice. They've got a name. Shure has got a good name in the microphone. Actually, this one here is a Shure. Are you sure? I'm sure. This is a Shure. Are you sure? I'm sure. This is a Shure. This is the SM57. For sure, it's an SM57. Tom is rolling over there because there's so many puns going on over here. Okay, no pun intended. Okay, so I didn't read the rest of yours, Sammy. I have a Shure wireless system that is very nice, so I could use it, but I wanted to hear some other people's opinion. I'm a people, Sammy, I'm a people, okay? Get the Sony or the Sennheiser, and you'll have it all through your teens, your 20s, your 30s. Just treat it good, and it'll be there, okay? So, ding dong. Lewis says, Charles, can you post the Leica in the group? I'd like to see it. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. The root canal is the price of a lens camera iPhone 13. Yeah, okay. Isn't that crazy? And so when you watch the dentist drive up, it will be a BMW or it will be a Mercedes, because you're buying his time and his knowledge. That's what you're doing. Charles says, yeah, I will this weekend. Lewis says, okay. So basically a root canal is drilling out the bacteria from the old tooth. So confusing. You were doing good until you said so confusing. It's not confusing. They're going to take a drill to your tooth. They're going to numb your tooth. Are you confused yet? No, you're not. Okay, so they're going to numb your tooth. They're going to take a drill to the tooth, and they're going to drill for oil. Deeper and deeper and deeper. And he knows the way to go. And as he's drilling, he's going to get all the root out and the infection. Then he's going to wash it out, and this machine that I was telling you about, the new ones that they've got, not that new, okay? I would say they're a few years old now, so it's not like new technology and they're testing it on you. But the better doctors will have that. So don't be confused. It's like drilling for a cavity, but a lot deeper. Randy, okay, I'm sending her my love in a letter sealed with a kiss. I had one tooth extracted and I was miserable. Well, the extraction is surgery. Okay, extraction is a surgery. But look at it this way. In a week, it's all better. Lewis says, I don't like adulting. Lewis, there's no other choice, buddy. Okay, big boy, you are an adult. Sammy says, laughing, I was working on a project. That's when I was asking him, where were you, Sammy? I missed you, big boy. I thought you were going to be there to keep me company. And so he's going to do that. And there we go. Do we have any mods that are active in here? Charles says, you should go to Colombia and get your own crown there. All right, so I haven't banned anybody, okay? But you're going to get to watch me ban somebody right now, okay? Now, this shouldn't make it to the broadcast, but I'm going to get to ban somebody, and I don't normally do that. So let me warm up. Let me get a glass of water. Now, I'm not going to be able to read any of the next one. So if there's children, I'm not going to read it out loud. You don't have to worry about it. But I think it's fun to ban somebody who's a bad boy. I would rather spank them. I'd rather put them over my knee and have you guys spank them. I'll hold them, you spank them, because I think they would like that spanking. But make them cry. Don't spank unless you're going to make them cry. So you're all waiting in anticipation, right? You see where I'm going. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this one has an avatar that was just made up. So chances are very high that they just made this up for trouble. In other words, they go from place to place for trouble. They just want attention. They need attention. They don't go to school. They're probably a child. And they don't get to be a bully in school, so they've learned it's very safe to do it online. So I'm going to take my, okay, watch, I'm going to go here now, and I'm going to show you the back room. See, now I can't do this on Sunday night, okay? And right over here, you see that button that says ban? Do you want to ban? Yes, I do. Woo-hoo-hoo! They are banned. All the moderators in the house are going like, oh, did he just ban somebody? Yes, he did. He just banned them. Okay, so they are gone, gone, gone. Now we can get back to the show. And wait a minute, was there a word? Yes. Okay, so I have a bad word list. So you saw what the words are. So that bad word list is going to get a word added to it now, okay? And that is wonderful. So they thought they did bad. They actually taught me something that I would have never thought of. So very good. Charles says, Randy, do you do a live stream? That's a good question, Randy. Are we going to answer that? Say goodbye to the camera dreams. No ice cream. No ice cream, Lewis. Ice cream, you don't scream for ice cream. Stop crying. When are you going to go to the dentist? Get it done. Get it done. I pray for you, so anybody else that says prayers, pray for Lewis. He's going to the dentist. The dentist is going to drill new holes into Lewis's teeth. Lewis, are you getting the new GoPro 10? Oh, I have to go look that up, Charles. That's a good one. Thank you. Charles, don't tempt me. I am perfectly content with the GoPro 7. Lewis, you need the GoPro 10. How can you possibly live without a GoPro 10? I'm surprised. Of all people, Lewis, that you don't have a GoPro 10. It just shocks me. That should be good for a half hour. The GoPro 10 is the price of my root canal. I know that feeling, Lewis. My favorite feature on the GoPro 10, you can extract, extract, Lewis, are you starting to use words like Tom Buck? You can extract 20 megapixel stills from the 5.3K video. It's like you don't even have to try to take pictures anymore. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Your videos are another way of taking pictures. Next time, put an emoji next to me, next to that cue. That should help. I only screwed up once, Randy. Are you going to never let me live it down? Golly gee whiz, Batman. So, but that would be a good idea. They should make a cue emoji. Look it up and see. And if they don't, Google. They're infinite in wisdom, right? Bah. Okay, so Charles is going, is there a cue emoji? There should be a cue emoji. So Lewis says, my grandma turned 100. Oh, they're stacking over here. Let me entertain you. My grandma turned 100 and I couldn't even eat cake because the sweets hurt my teeth. I felt like a Grinch. You just don't like it because you didn't get cake. I'd feel the same way. You can blame your tooth, but if there's cake, I want the cake. That's just the way it is. If there's cake around Peter, cake. Where's my cake detector? My cake detector is not going off, so I don't see cake. Maybe if I sit over here, do I smell any cake? No, I don't smell any cake. Now is when I should have a microphone. You want me to do the show from here? I'll be between two light posts, and I'll be right in the middle of the two light posts. Actually, I'm closer to the one than to the other. Actually, that one. Oh, they're both purple at the same time. Look at that. Where's Heather? I got purple lights. Never mind, Heather. They change colors. Boy, Heather saw those purple lights. You know, you can lock it on any particular color that you want. It doesn't have to change colors. You could pick the color that you want. But Tom, don't tell that to Heather or you'll be buying a bubble lamp. So see how they're blue and they're going to change to another color, purple again. Okay, well, you can make it stop at any color. So Heather can have a permanent purple bubble lamp. Okay, but it does have a fish tank transformer in the bottom that makes the bubbles come up. So I'm kind of like out of the range, but if I got real quiet and I turned the air conditioner off, you would hear that. So Randy says, I am checking right now. I don't know what checking on, Randy. I am checking now. I also wanted to ask, how do you stay so positive, Peter? I take a pill. It's a positive pill. It's called the gospel. The gospel. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Oh, I might sneeze. I'm ready if I sneeze. Don't get up. I already have a tissue. Okay. And everyone in our family, the Greggies, are so positive. Because we get together, you're even positive. Lewis, on Friday night, you're a positive boy. You slip a little bit, okay? You will slide into non-positiveness, but you perk right back up. You got a handle on it. You really do. Okay, tonight Lewis is on how he's an adult kick. Okay, the longer I live, the more... Where? Why don't these things work? Nobody else has eCam troubles, and I do. And I bought a new mouse. This is a new mouse. So the longer I live, the more I feel empathy for the grumpy people because they've been through so much pain. No. Okay? Grumpy people are grumpy because they choose to be grumpy. Mother Teresa, okay, was not grumpy. She chose to be positive. Other people are going through terrible pain, and yet there's still a smile on their face. So don't feel empathy, okay, for grumpy people. Feel empathy because they're choosing to be grumpy. Randy says, how is that, folks? Okay, so over here I don't see it. Because don't forget, eCam is translating. Actually, they're not even translating. I'm not going to sneeze. All right, eCam is actually just shoveling in the comments onto a window automatically. I have to do nothing. It just does it for me. So if that shows up on the white part, okay, then you got something going. But maybe over here you need to put QQQ, okay, which is a symbol for the NASDAQ. That'll get my attention, the QQQ, because I look to see what the price of the QQQ is almost every single day. Not a bad idea, Randy. Okay. Charles says, how about this? Do the high five. I have a question. Okay, Norm is back on the couch. Yes, we had chicken for dinner. The family enjoyed the meal. The chicken, not so much. Same joke. I laugh every week. There must be something wrong with me. I need to go to a doctor. I was 17. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year. I was so young, so naive, being so joyful. Lewis, you're slipping, dude. Okay, I'm going to have to send you to the dentist. Life just happens. It's hard to get up again. No, it isn't. Get up. Get up and feel lousy, but just get up. Okay? The Bible even has a verse about that. Yea, even though I fall 7 times, yea, I still will arise. So you could fall 7 times. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but the verse says, even though I fall 7 times, yea, I still arise. Your choice. Your choice, Lewis. So don't give me this, sob, because just arise. The Bible says 7 times and arise. And don't you start count. Don't you dare start counting. Okay, then bam, it's so hard to get up again. Just wanted to share my appreciation for you all. Maybe that's what friends are for. I wonder, this is my pondering look. I wonder if that's what friends are for. I love you, Lewis. I really do. $13,000 of root canals and crowns. That's the price of a red Komodo. No, we're going to go with Charles. We're going for the Leica. Come on, let's go for the Leica. Peter Gregg, oh my God, OMG, 13K. Well, you don't have to worry very much about your smile this year. The mask covers it. Boy, you're right. Okay. Carlos, where'd you be? Where'd you been, Carlos? I live in Miami, so I have the Latin. What do you call it when you talk Latin? I could do that very good. You know, I also could switch over to Italian. How you doing, Carlos Martinez? Am I the only one who feels less stress when watching Peter Gregg? Thank you for that, Peter. Gosh, I'm going to have to start watching myself, Carlos, because I get very stressful sometimes. So maybe if I watch myself, I'll feel less stress. Carlos, you're better than going to a physiologist. What do they call those doctors where you lay on the couch and they charge you a lot of money? You're better than that. Don't ask me. I'm not sending you a check, Carlos. No, I'm not sending you a check. But I liked your hat. You have a nice hat. So thanks. That was a nice compliment, Carlos. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that. Okay. So Randy says, okay, everybody decide what emoji should be with the Q. Q, Q, Q. Q, Q, Q. Chris is saying hello to Carlos. Carlos, you already have a fan, buddy. You've already got a fan. If you don't have a show, you're missing out, Carlos. You need to have a show. I mean, it took like what? All of 7.5 seconds, and you got a fan already? So Charles says, yes, we know when Peter's birthday is. You've been talking to Sly. Stop doing that. Okay. I like the stop sign thing. There's no denying that. I like the stop sign thing. What stop sign thing? Stop. Stop in the name of love. I'm not part of the Supremes, am I? I guess I should wake up now. Okay. So, Carlos, it's refreshing to me too. A big warm hug. A big warm hug. Carlos, you got 2. You got 2 already. You got 2 people commenting on you. Oh my God, Carlos is going to be more popular than me. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Golly gee whiz, Batman. Charles Richard, you're right. The mask covers the award-winning smile. That reminds me. I don't have a mask in my pocket. I usually have a mask in my pocket. Nope, that's a Kleenex. I could have sneezed 2 times. I'm looking all around the room for a mask. Okay. Are you getting the new iPad, Peter, the mini or the iPhone Pro? One day I'm going to update my regular iPad that I use in bed because I watch most of my YouTube videos, including the reruns for this, to make sure I didn't make a mistake here, make a mistake there. You never know where you're going to make a mistake, okay? So I watch it on there. And I don't know if I need stronger glasses, but it's like the 9-inch, whatever the... I have generation 5, so I don't even know what generation we're up to right now. But got to get the album done. So I'm not spending money until I get the album done. This is Jonathan's album, in case you haven't noticed. Now, if you want to support the album, you can actually buy the CD there, and it will raise the funds in advance. Or you could put a lot more money in as a big supporter, like supporter of the arts, or just $5, and just say, Peter, good boy, go make that CD. Okay, so the link to the Kickstarter is in the Kickstarter. No, the description. So I'm not going to buy anything, Lewis. I'm going to save the money so I can get the album done. Lewis says, Peter, do you have a P.O. box? We can send you some gifts for Christmas, or how about a card? I love getting cards. Why don't you take a little bit of a look in the description, Lewis? Okay, you're going to find a lot of interesting stuff in there. When you're bored and you're just sitting there and you don't know what to do, go and look through all the little things that I write in my description. Some of it is quite interesting. Some of it is boring as heck. Okay, so you could do that. So Randy says, Sammy, I lived in Toms River for 3 years. Oh, that's cool. I know where Toms River is. That's in Jersey. Toms River is in Jersey. There's Harry. Who said Harry wasn't coming in tonight? Hello. Hi, Harry. How is you? How is Amber? How is everything up there? Hope you're feeling wonderful. Don't you dare tell me you're not feeling well. I want you to feel well. You get prayed for every single day. No exceptions. Okay? So feel better. Take the healing that the Lord has for you. It's there. Feel good. How you doing, Harry? So did you sell your, what was it, a G7? And update your camera? Are you making videos? Why don't you make a video, Harry? It's very therapeutic. And you know what? You don't have to go grand. You can go the opposite. You can go small. Okay? You can sit at the kitchen and just have a coffee chat. This is Harry and Amber, and we're going to have a coffee chat. Just you and me. And then talk about something and slap it up on YouTube. If 3 people watch it at the beginning, you're not going to get embarrassed. There's nobody looking at it. So just get started. I think you'll enjoy it, Harry. I think it'll be therapeutic for you. I'm so happy that life hasn't brought down your joy, Peter. Especially how many things you've gone through. You're still here for us. I'm grateful. We're here for each other, right? I'm here. This isn't a big show. Okay, what do we got in here? Let's see. Do we have 10 people? We have 20? We got 19. Okay. So thank you for all the 19 people. If you haven't given it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, because it doesn't do anything to promote the show, because the show is now. This is live, all right? So give it a thumbs up. That's a pat on the back for me. And let's get that CD done. I'm not asking for a lot, just a little amount from a lot of people. And it can just get paid for, and we can get that out the door. Get it done. I do feel under pressure for that, Lewis, just so you know. Okay, so there's the money issue for the album, but then there's the time. This is September 17th. So this album is not going to come out for Christmas Day. It needs to get promoted for at least a month. So it's got to be out by before Thanksgiving. So how much time is there between now and Thanksgiving to produce an album? Holy cow, Batman. So I do feel that pressure, especially, and it comes in the form of guilt a little bit. It's like I'm sitting there and I might be eating something. It's like, you should be working on the album. Or if I'm outside and and sweeping something or cleaning something. You should be working on the album. So that guilt comes in, because I should have started this back in June and July. So, what's the saying? There's a saying. It does have a bad word in it, but proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Okay, so that's something that I was taught at a young age. I haven't said it in ages, but proper prior planning. Let's get this right. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Yes, I got it. Don't get up. I got it. Charles says the Leica SL2 and the SL2S are not medium format cameras. They are full frame. I thought the SL2 was their full frame, Charles. What's their full frame one? Is it just the... I'll have to look it up. But I got confused there for a second. Okay. Here's Rob, my buddy Rob. Rob, have I told you I love you lately? Well, I do, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you. What's all this talk about someday when I'm gone? Oh, when I'm gone, don, 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 it's a band of gold. You're going to live forever, baby. Yeah, you're right. I am going to live forever. You want me to tell you all about it? It would probably lose half this room, but it's me being in Jesus. It's the trick, okay? It's not a trick, but you know, that's the ticket. So, hi, Rob. What did you do this week? How are things going? How's it hanging? Anything exciting happening? Harry says, hi, Sly. Hi, Sly. Harry's saying hi to you. Very nice, Randy. Very, very nice. Randy, very nice. Very nice, Randy. I even went shopping today for new clothes so I can look good with my new Leica. That's a good one, Charles. Leave it to Charles to come up with a really good line. I even went shopping today for new clothes so I can look good with my new Leica. So I guess when I get a new microphone in here, I have to go shopping for new clothes. So, but I'm not going to, I buy new clothes, they stay in there, and I wear the same thing over and over and over. It's habit. That happens when you get older, Lewis. Lewis, pay attention. Can you hear me, Lewis? Listen, Lewis, pay attention. When you get older and older, you wear the same clothes over and over. You even wind up buying 2 or 3 of the same thing or something very similar. That's part of it. Now, when I was a teenager, no, I had, the clothes. I worked so I could buy clothes. Lewis is saying, cheers with my water. Oh, thank you for reminding me. It's actually coming down near the end. I'm drinking water, Sly. Sly gets on my case because I don't drink enough water. And when you pinch your skin, it's supposed to just pop back into place. If it doesn't, that means you're dehydrated. On this one, the ice cubes haven't melted yet. Woo, where have I been? So, Charlie's going to look good in his new Leica. And make sure you wear the clothes. Don't want you walking down the street without clothes, just with a Leica. You got to wear the new clothes and wear the new Leica. So, Charlie is giving us, I can't see it from here. What's that emoji? Somebody tell me what that is. Harry said, I'm drinking bottled water. Good for you. Should we do a cheer? Okay, get your water together. In 5 minutes, I'm going to get some water. I'm going to drink some more water, and we'll do it together. Charles, you need to look sharp with that new lens. Charlie says, I'm drinking sangria. But you got the good stuff. You got the Leica. You got the new lens. You got the new clothes. But of course, you're going to have something good to drink, sangria. Sammy says no, and he's laughing. Oh, Sammy. I'm going to wear the most controversial shirt with my Leica portrait photo. I bought A Polaroid shirt. Oh my God! Did you really? Did they have a Polaroid shirts? Woody says, Carly, they are 6-0 so far this season. Well, I hope nothing burst their bubble, but that now is the moment for Carly to be excited. Okay, so let me sing a song for her. Hello, Carly, how you doing? Your grandfather is proud of you. Oh, Carly, you're doing 6-0 this season. Oh, Carly, we're all so proud of you. You go, 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 and win, win, win. You go, Carly, go, Carly, go. Okay. That's one of Woody's grandchildren. Her name is Carly. You got to tell me that about 15 times so that I can remember it. Charles says, we all go to the pool. Why? Because Jaws is still at the beach. Welcome to the Joneses. Happy Friday, Peter and friends. How you doing, Anthony? I'm so glad. You see the ZFC? I've got that in here, and it's on the rotating thing. So I guess that how long have we been on? We've been almost on 2 hours. So we're way past the time for the battery to die. So the charger is actually working. Let me see. Excuse me. Let me see if it feels warm. Yep, it feels warm. So the not hot, just warm. So I felt the little charger that I got plugged into the wall over here, where the ZFC is getting the juice. So I saw you come in on Sunday night, Anthony, but I didn't interact with people. That was more at the professional. I tried to keep on track and keep it professional. Here is where I go, Anthony, how are you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you all week. Thank you for coming in. That's where I can do that, because this is party time. This is where we have a good time with each other, okay? And I could do that here. So I don't want anybody to get offended on Sunday night, because I will only be addressing things that will be pertaining to what I choose to talk about for Sunday night. So Carlos, nothing like watching Peter Gregg with a cigar and a perfect old-fashioned. And has anyone experimented with full-frame lenses with speed booster? A perfect old-fashioned what? Iced tea? A Long Island iced tea, maybe? Oh, and has anyone experimented with full-frame lenses with speed boosters on your APS-C? So Carlos wants to know, do you have a speed booster like a Metabones or another brand, and on your crop sensor cameras? Because we do that on the Micro Four Thirds, and there is some for the crop sensor cameras. So those are pretty cool. So what's our recipe to master this week, Peter? I got two of them that I've recorded for the Peter's Kitchen. I did brisket 2 times. I bought a brisket, I cut it in half, and then I cooked it one half one way in the Instant Pot, and I cooked the other half the other way in the Instant Pot. Okay, so there's 2 videos, let's say, in the can, so to speak. So I've got to get them up, hopefully, God willing, this weekend or the beginning of next week, so I can get some videos on Peter's Kitchen where we do cooking, okay? And I do have to say, the brisket was mighty, mighty good. It tasted amazing. My sister-in-law told me the secret is, for her, she cooks it the day before, and basically it soaks in its juices overnight. But I did find somebody online that is actually, after they cook it, they cut it, then they put it back in the Instant Pot, but not cooking, just on warm, to soak in its juices to rehydrate. Because apparently the brisket, with all that pressure, it gets tender as can be. I mean, you could pick up a piece like that and it'll fall. Okay, it'll fall apart. But if you go to chew it, you'll be chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing. You get the message? Okay. So my sister-in-law is not like that. It melts in your mouth. She says, oh, you got to cook it the day before. Boing! So I started looking to see if there was any recipes. Nobody's doing that. This is what they do. It's kind of funny, okay? So they'll cook it. They'll put the brisket in the Instant Pot. They'll close the top, and they'll tell you anywhere from 75 to 90 minutes. I put mine in for 90 minutes. Who cares? Okay? And then I do a natural release, meaning I don't release the pressure. I just forget about it for the afternoon. And then I open it. Okay, well, not me. They'll open it, then they take it out, they'll slice it, and they'll go, look at how it falls apart. It does. It really does. I mean, you have obliterated it in the Instant Pot. However, they go to taste it and they go, I'm wondering if I'm watching a porn show. What's with all those noises? Geez. And I tried it, and I did it, and I'm chewing it, and I'm going like, what? I can't swallow this. I'm chewing. It's so dry. It's amazing. And yet my sister-in-law's is not dry. And when my mother, who taught my sister-in-law how to make it, same thing. Okay, so I told my sister-in-law, she says, I make it the day before, and it soaks in the refrigerator overnight, and then the next day, you think I'm cooking it, but I just got it in the oven warming it up. And I'm going like, oh, how come nobody ever told me that? So I started looking at the recipes, and either these people are lying through their teeth and telling you how wonderful it is, and you look like you're watching a porn show and they're reaching their whatever, okay, and on camera they're all, this is wonderful, okay, or, you know, they're just not telling the truth. So, I mean, I cooked them. I cooked at least 7 or 8 briskets, not in a row, but over time. They always are the same way. So, I added that one little blurb. And that one little blurb is, I take it out, but I don't cut it up and make all those O faces, okay? I cut it up. No, I take it out, I put it on a plate, I put it in the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes. And that's only to cool it down so that when I cut it, it doesn't fall apart. So when it gets cooler, it'll cut and stay together. So I'll take it out of the freezer after about 15, 20 minutes, and cut it up, and then I put it back in the Instant Pot in the juices, which is set to keep warm. That's a setting, keep warm. And after about 30 to 35 minutes, you take it out. Ooh la la, now you can watch your porn show, your brisket porn show, okay? Then it works. And if there's any leftovers, you put the brisket in a Tupperware and put all that juice in there. And the next day, it's twice as good as the first day. So don't believe everything you see on YouTube. They fake me out. They cook it. I'm trying. How am I cooking it different? And they're just, it's so wonderful when they eat it. And it's not wonderful when I eat it. Well, now, okay, it's wonderful. So Lewis says, I tried cooking steak, but it ended up well done. That's the problem, okay? Don't be dyslexic. It's, I tried cooking steak, and it ended up done well. It's eggs and steaks, all right? You have to pull them prematurely, okay? When you make it scrambled egg, I got to make a video on how I keep telling Sly I'm going to teach her how to make a scrambled egg. And she says she makes a good scrambled egg, but I'm sure it's not as good as my scrambled egg. I'm positive that I make a much better scrambled egg than Sly. Okay? So the point is, before you think the egg is cooked, take it off the fire. Okay? The same thing with a steak. A steak has to be cooked, in my opinion, either with a timer, all right, or you got to be darn good at it. So I bring a steak so that it's about 140 to 142 with that pen, and I only stick the pen in halfway, all right? Not all the way to the bottom, because then it's hot down there. And then I pull it off. So you'll find the time that you like to make the steak exactly like you like it. Otherwise, it'll be just like Lewis says. It will be well done. Lewis is being a toaster. Carlos says, that's the worst, Lewis. Better luck next time. Yep, keep trying. You'll get it, Lewis. You'll make the world's best steak, and then you'll go, I make a good steak. I don't know about you, but I make a good steak. And you got Carlos. He's on your fan club there. So, good going, Carlos. Egg him on. Get him to make the steak properly. Is it me? The Z6 focuses on Peter's glasses and not his face? I don't know. It's very hard for me to see while I'm live. But let's see. This is what it looks like on, okay? And then this is what it looks like with my glasses off. So I think it's you. Randy, I think you need to get the subscription updated for your glass, the prescription updated for your glasses. So stop trying to check out what it's focusing on. Peter, how about talking about the new Canon R3? It doesn't overheat. Blah! Who told you it doesn't overheat? Okay? Now, I am not being mean. Okay? Canon has been programming me since the 5D Mark IV. I was like, Canon is going to take good care of me. I have the 5D, I had the original 5D. I had the 5D Mark II. I have the 1D Mark IV, the big one. Okay, and all of those cameras, and they never did me wrong. I bought the 5D Mark IV, 4K, 4K, 4K. I wound up changing from Windows to Apple. That's how bad that MJPG file is, okay? It is just too much for everybody. And Apple basically gave me a swift kick in the gut. Something that a trusted company you would never expect. And honestly, ever since then, Canon has been lying to me in one way or another. We're not going to give you 4K. You don't deserve 4K. Okay, you get 4K, but it's not going to be 24p. Then they add 24p, but 24p doesn't come out through the HDMI. You can only record 24p in the camera. Then we are going to give you 8K. Oh yeah, we're going to give you 8K. And I'm a Canon fanboy, okay? I love Canon cameras. All right, so they give us Canon cameras, and by the way, but wait a minute. By the way, we just thought we might mention, maybe you should look at our chart, how long before it overheats. So now Canon made a chart to show me when their new camera is going to overheat. So this is kind of like the grandpa, of the camera industry, where you just trust your grandfather and your grandmother. They're wonderful. They let you get away with everything. And they keep kicking me where I go potty. It's like, what the hell? So now they got the R3. Okay? You don't think the chances are that there's going to be a gotcha there? It's like they've been gotting me all this time. Gotcha! Then the next camera comes out. Gotcha! Then the next camera comes out. Overheating. Gotcha! Then they came out with, what was it? The R6. No all eye. Gotcha! We gotcha! I want to be at those meetings in Canon on the top floor in Japan where they go, we got them again! Yeah! So, I'm going to wait. I want to see with the R3 where the gotcha is. It's got to be there. They've trained us. I didn't train myself. It isn't my idea to actually think like that. Before that, I happily bought a Canon camera sight unseen, just on the announcement. Oh, but I always wait a year because it'll let them get the kinks out. I didn't wait. When a new Canon camera came out, bam! I pre-ordered. As a matter of fact, I made friends with the camera shop in Canoga, California. So whatever the list was, I went to the top of the list, ahead of everybody. Okay? I can brag because they, I think they sold the shop or something. Anyway, now no. And it's, like I said, it's not my doing. I'm not being mean. They have a track record. If somebody came up to me and every time they saw me, they slapped me. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Bam. How many times do you think it would be before when they come up, hey, how you doing, Charlie? Good to see you. Just keep your distance, okay? So they trained me. I didn't train them. That's what they do. So thank you, Charles, for bringing that up. I appreciate it. I have my eyes open. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful camera. That's the ironic thing. Every one of these Canon cameras are wonderful cameras. The ergonomics are just wonderful. They fit in your hand and they work. They just work. Except when they don't. Then they don't work. So, Anthony says, enjoyed your podcast. I think the next one should be on the new Canon R3. Maybe we'll do a Canon R3 one, but I won't have a camera here. You know, like the one we did on the ZFC. You'll see that we're going to go to the ZFC in a second, and I'm showing it live where people can see it. But on the other hand, nobody has the camera, okay, or almost nobody. So that's not a bad idea. I will look into it, Anthony. We might do an RC thought. We'll do a thought on the RC. We'll do a show on the RC. Norm says, James Taylor had the other white album. Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. So mine's not going to be completely white. It's going to have Christmas 2 in red. It's going to have my picture. If you go to the Kickstarter and you click on it, and maybe if you give money too to go towards that, buy an album or 2 or 4 or whatever it is, I have the cover on there. The only difference is going to be the word Christmas is going to have the number, not numeral, but the number 2 after it, and it'll be centered. But the drawing that I had an artist do, Fiverr, okay, of my face is already on there, so you can see what the album cover actually looks like. Go. The link is in the description. Description, okay? So let's get rolling so we can close up at 12. Oh, it's after 12. Let's try to get this show finished by 12 o'clock, folks, okay? So thanks, Norm. I didn't know that that's what he did. So he has the white album cover. Hello, Sean. Sean Seabrand. Hey, Mr. Gregg. Mr. Gregg? How are you, buddy? Greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. P.S. I am totally loving my Canon 90D. There's a 90D here. I don't even know if it's still on. Let me go see. Do I have that thing? Yeah, it's plugged into the wall. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I will see. Oh, it's on the ATM Mini. Oh, let's see. That's the Canon 90D, but I have it set up so when I'm sitting down. Oh, maybe it's time to sit in the chair over here. I am sitting in the chair. It's still too high. I must have bumped the camera. Let's see. Hi. So this is the Canon 90D. So, yep, the Canon 90D, Sean. Excellent, excellent camera. Wonderful camera. And they can't even keep them in stock. That's how well it sells. So when people are blasting and picking on Canon and giving Canon a hard time, they still got 45% of the market. Sony has 22. And they're going to keep growing, okay? And Nikon's got 12 or 13. So if there was 100 cameras sold today, 45 of them were Canons. 12 of them were Nikons. That's why I'm excited about the Nikon ZFC, and I'm showing it off. It'll rotate back around to that, all right? Because it's the first time they actually have a camera that, if you had a choice between the 90D, you could pick the ZFC, and you probably would be better off. Okay, they're pretty level with each other. This one is under $1,000, where the 90D is over $1,000, like $1,200. All right, but they're both good cameras. But the point is, Nikon, I want them to survive. They're a wonderful camera company. In order to survive, guess what they got to do? They got to sell cameras. So the way they sell cameras is by putting out a camera that could be in the running when a person is picking out which camera they want. So Sammy says, I will also donate something for your album. Thank you, Sammy. Now, look, honestly, if you don't have the money, anybody in here, just your love, okay? There's people here that can contribute so we can reach our mark. I'm not trying to get people that don't have money, okay? I wouldn't want to do that. You guys should know my personality by now. So if you've got an extra money, Sammy, then thank you so much. I'll take good, wonderful care of you. You know that, okay? But if you don't worry about it, dude. I love you anyway. You don't have to do anything, and I still love you, okay? So thank you, Sammy. Oh, and that reminds me, there's a link in the description below. If you want to help support the new album, you can go to the Kickstarter link, and you can put in anything you want. $25 and up gets you the album. Free shipping. Not outside the United States. But I'm not going to sock it to you. It'll be like $8 or $9. I have to see what the added expense is to ship overseas. But yeah, those of you that can contribute, yeah, please do. I need the help. Honestly, I'm asking for it. I'm asking for the help. But if you can't, no guilt. I love all of you guys. Now, on Sunday night, I'm going to be a little bit tougher, okay? So, Bob, my favorite Bob with the blue hair. There you are, should I sing you a song? My favorite Bob with the blue hair, the blue hair, the blue hair. My favorite Bob with the blue hair. I love you. How you feeling tonight? What you doing tonight? How you been this week? Are you feeling weak? How you doing this week? I hope it's okay. Thanks for coming in, Bob Asbury. Hey, Bob got a song. I didn't sing for Raymond. Raymond, you need a song? I'll sing you a song. Hi, Peter. Happy Friday. I've been out and about, but I'm home now. It's nice to wind up my week with Peter, live in YouTube video. I'm live. Ow! Dang! What the heck? I'm live. I was just checking. I was just checking. Sammy says, oh, it's the TLM103. You got it backward. Oh, he fixed it. The TML 103. Okay, TML. I got it backwards, not Sammy. Sammy got it right. I got it backwards, okay? But anyway, that's the mic. I got an interest in that mic. You can rent one. Okay, I didn't know that. And see, it's got to fit. The microphone needs to fit with your voice. So I like that airy resonance, and while the Audio-Technica mics do that well, I've got the Ear Trumpet Labs, I've got a Louise coming, that should do that well. The Warm mic, which you can barely see the tip of it here, I like to fondle it, okay? It's a beautiful mic. This thing is made, this is a piece of jewelry, okay? It's the resonance that I'm looking for. Oh, by the way, the Warm mic is too noisy, all right? So you'll hear when I get to show off some more of the songs. Jim Harold says, I have the TLM 103. Oh, he said TLM also. All right, I'm going to have to look it up. I'm not going to take you with me. I'm just going to open up a Chrome, and I'm going to open up a new window here, and I'm going to put Neumann TLM 103, and they should correct it if I've got it wrong. Including results for the it's TLM 103 condenser mic, $989 at Guitar Center. I bet you that's a used one. Let me do a quick check. Let me click on that. And I have to decide between the pewter. You look pewter today. Or the black. I like the black. This does not, oh, it is used. So I can get a used one for $989. Let's see if it tells the condition. So this is in Rockville, and the condition is excellent. So unless there's any gotchas there, let's see if it's listed on, B&H. If it's listed on B&H, I could probably get one in here as a loaner, and I don't have to rent it or anything. So the actual name is TLM, To Love Me. Okay, that didn't sound so good. To Love Me, okay, 103. Okay, so I did a check on that. So, Jim, if you've got that, are you doing spoken word? Are you doing voiceovers? Or are you actually singing? I want to hear from a male singer that has similar voice like I do. If you get that nice, Barry White. Actually, Bee Gees have that nice, I know it's old, I'm old, okay, what can I tell you? I'll be around forever, but right now I'm old. I'm going to get younger with the rapture happens. My snapper worked well. I got one. There you go. I'll be young. I'll be around 33 years old. I was so good looking at 33. Mwah! It was fantastic. Okay, so Jim actually has a TLM 103. Oh, Jim, I am so happy to hear that. I hope it's treating you well, and it's actually, a very high quality mic. Now, Sammy's going to talk about the other one. Okay, the AKG C414. I have the OG. What's the OG C414? It sounds great on vocals. So the AKG is about the same price, about $1,100, and I think it's called the XL Mark II because they keep coming out with newer models, and they stay with the C14 because that number gets to be known for something. Like the old Neumann U47 it's a heritage, it's a legacy microphone. It's a wonderful mic. The TLM, I think it's a TLM 40, is it 49 or 47? I think it's a 49. That one's a step above the TLM To Love Me. That's how I'm going to remember it. Okay, 103. But, it's a give and take. So, but I have to hear it. Like I have the AT4040 does very well with my voice. This cheap $100 mic, which is you can get them for $75, $80, it does very well with my voice. The 2020 Audio-Technica, which is like, I bought that one because that was supposed to be the good one. It doesn't fit with my voice so good. but the AT4040 does. Okay, and then of course this guy right here, gentle Peter, gentle Peter. Okay, because I'm live on the air, this thing is going to get hooked on the drawer. And it's exactly what it is. It's hooked on the drawer. Not one drawer, but it's hooked on 2 drawers. Okay, so this mic is actually plugged into my preamp, so it's, I don't think I could talk. I don't think I could talk on this mic. Let's find out. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the SSL2, which is a preamp, and let's see we blow out everybody's ears. All right, testing. All right, so now this is Myrtle. Hi, everybody. This is Myrtle. You're now listening to Myrtle, and she is live. I'm not talking to you from the lav mic right now. Now, the cameras like to focus on Myrtle. Watch. See, it's that shiny. It's the bling, 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 bling. So now this is Myrtle, and this is from Ear Trumpet Labs, and it's a very pretty mic, and it's a high-end mic. This is about between I think it's $640 is the last time I looked up the price. So now this is not going through any mixing at all. It's going right from the mic into the SSL2, which is a preamp, a high-quality one, by the way. And I still have it here, but I'm sending it back. I had the Focusrite Scarlett. That's another wonderful piece of machinery. It's the 414, and I'm going to send that back and keep the SSL2. And it goes from here by USB to the Mac Mini. So this whole show is being run on a Mac Mini. All the cameras are funneled into the Mac Mini. All these different microphones are funneled into the Mac Mini. So I'll just talk on this for a minute or two, and then I'm going to put it down and go back to my lav mic. But this just looks cool. It's got a beautiful handle. It's got a beautiful handle. It's actually copper. It's actually made of a copper tube. So that is actually a wonderful. This is a wonderful piece of equipment. Now, this is what they call warm. It's designed so that the highs are muted. I like the not the super highs, but the beginnings of the highs to be accentuated a little bit, because it gives me that sexy, raspy voice when I sing, and I don't have to EQ it into the into the song. So when I send the song out to get it mixed and mastered professionally, and they come back, I do that one at a time as I've been going. Okay. I noticed with the AT4040, it has that airy sound that I like, and this one will too. So this is high quality. Now, this one has a sister. This is Myrtle. All the mics at Ear Lab are girls, okay? So they have a Duina, Delphina, they got Mabel. They actually have a Mabel, okay? They've got Myrtle, and they have a Louise. So the Louise is the same thing as this microphone. Same, it does look a little different. This part here on the Louise, instead of it being brass, is actually silver. So it's like all silver. This color, the color of the ring out here. So that will be the Louise. So the Louise is, they call it brighter. So I like a brighter mic than a more muted mic. So when I have both of them here at the same time, I'm going to make a video and put it on the big channel. I don't know how it's going to be received, but I will put a video on the big channel, and I need to be closer because I could see from the bar. All right, let's switch back over to the lav mic. There we go. Okay, I'm back over to the lav mic. I will set this I'll put this here, very gently, very carefully. It's a piece of art, honestly. So Sammy says, I love the AKG C14. Well, and then Chris says, the AKG C14 is a legitimate mic. I used 3 of those mics to mic my choral group when I was a choir director. Okay, so The AKG actually has lower self-noise, 5, where the TLM103 is 7. Now, before you go like, oh, that one is better than the other, there's very little that's in that range, okay? It's hard to find a mic that is that quiet. So we were actually picked on 2 of the quietest mics that we could actually buy, okay? And so between the difference between a 5 and a 7, the AKG is quieter. Now, how do I know when I'm going in the right direction? There's a singer that I absolutely love his style. Not necessarily the songs. I don't know a lot of the songs that he sings, but his style, I love the style. And his name is Chase Eagleson. Chase Eagleson's got a style all of his own, and I sometimes sing like that. He sings very intimately, very quietly, almost like you're wondering, how does the mic pick that up? All right. And by the looks of his latest videos, it looks like he's using an AKG C414, okay, C414. That is the beginning of a stamp of approval for me, because this kid, he's a man now. I started watching him when he was in his mid-teens. I think he's maybe 25, and he's carved out a career. No recording contract that I know of, but he's got a career, and it's solid. Chase Eagleson. So there is some songs there that you might like. He did a couple of Elvis songs, Frank Sinatra songs, but then he does Radiohead and Cold, whatever, what's the name of the Cold? Fix Me and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm not into the newest music. I think so much of it is garbage that I don't hang around to find the little gems. But they are in there, okay? They are in there, but I just don't have, I don't listen to pop radio anymore, okay? I used to listen to it all the time. So yeah, Chris, it is definitely a mic. If I were to actually spend the money, I would get the TLM103 in here as a loaner to do reviews and sing. I'll sing a song, okay? And then also get the AKG, because the prices is within dollars of each other, and I want to see which one matches with my voice, because that's the trick to the mics, is to get the mics that match with the individual voice. So Chris is actually miking choral groups and the choir, okay? And when he was a choir director, I guess is the operating word there. So anyway, that says a lot, and I'm assuming it did a good job, right, Chris? Because it's supposed to be one of the best mics out there. So Chase has the AKG C414, probably the XL or the XL2, and that says, Peter should keep an eye on it. Just like Lewis is going, I have my eyes on the TLM103. And it sounds like Sammy might want one of those. Lewis, Peter, when is the time in your life when you feel most alive? When I'm sleeping. I feel wonderful when I'm sleeping. It's so beautiful to be in a sleep. I guess the best part of my day is probably, you're going to think this is a cop-out, but it's probably my prayer time. That's the happiest. I'm sitting there talking to God. Hello? Seriously? Okay. So I think that's one of my happiest parts of my day. So Lewis is asking Jim, is it worth the price? And Jim answers, Lewis, yes it is. Sammy is laughing. Am I tickling you, Sammy? What are you doing over there? Randy says, stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. I had to get some food. Who do you think? You think the cookies grow on trees? I had to go out back and, and get some cookies, but the tree was empty. So I went over to Publix to buy some stuff. I bought my buttermilk. Yes, I'm having buttermilk now. I got a taste for buttermilk. Actually settles your stomach. It actually helps hydrate you too. Sammy says, this is a fun stream to watch. Sammy, you know why it's fun? Because you are here. And I love you being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Randy's being a bad boy. Okay, Randy, you're egging Lewis on. He's giving me pictures of teeth with the roots that are going to get drilled. Okay, let's get a good shot of that, but I don't really want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I had a lot more than 4. I think I had 11. Or maybe 12. Okay, Randy, behave. Charles says, wow, 7X. 2 less than a cat's 9 lives. Charles? Randy is giving us our Christmas emojis. Oh, that reminds me. I'm putting out a Christmas album. Thank you, Randy, for the Christmas tree. And there's links, or something. There's one link down below, where you can go to the Kickstarter and you can pre-purchase and support to get the album, to get it kicked out the door. D-O-O-R, door. Lewis says, Peter, what are 10 things I can't live without? You know, Lewis, right off the bat, that's what I think of. It's not the answer you were looking for, was it? Ha ha ha. You got daily essentials. Well, yeah, when I get up, gotta go potty, gotta go shower, gotta go shave. You know, they call that the 3 S's. Randy's sending me food. Thank you. He's reminding me I need to drink. Whether he meant it or not, but this all looks like drinks there. Coffee, wine, tea, beer. He's kind of milk bottle. Peter, take a drink. We're right at the end of the ice cubes. The show's almost over, guys. When the ice cubes are gone, I'm out of here. You're out of here. We all need to go get some fresh ice cubes. Randy says, cannot find the stop sign. We don't need the stop sign. Carlos says, that's so funny, Peter. I'm that person that talks to people on the couch. You nailed it. Ah, you're a physiatrist. The physiatrist is the person you lay down on the couch. Hopefully you're dressed, okay? But you lay on the couch the long way. You don't sit on the couch. You lay on the couch. And then you talk to this man. And this man has a pen and a paper. And when you say ouch, he writes down. Peter said ouch. There's got to be a meaning. Peter is hurting somewhere. Duh. No, Sherlock. So you're a physiatrist. Are you the one that can give shots? Ow! Or are you the one that gives pills? That pill's too big. Get me a smaller pill. Okay. So that's so funny. I'm. What's your question, Randy? See? The QQQ got my attention. QQQ. I wonder how many people would understand if I said QQQ what I'm saying. I would say 9 out of 10 are not going to understand it. So Charles is giving me a high five. He's giving me more than one high five. Randall says, I don't have it. You don't have it. She's too good for me. Oh, I don't want her. You can have her. She's too good for me. Charles says, Randall, are you on Windows? That's a loaded question. He's on everything. He's got, you should see his setup. He's got pictures. So he's got a Mac Mini. He's got a Windows. He's got another Windows. He's got an iMac. He's got them all. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a Unix computer over there. So Randy very humbly says, yes, I am. Randy says, I looked in the hand area. Randy, that's why. So Randy says, Mac, huh? Are you guys having like your own conversation here? So Randy Charles, Randy Charles, Randy Charles, Randy Charles, Randy Charles, Sly. Okay. Interesting how Ecamm recognizes chickens, but not the YouTube symbol or a stop sign. Well, I don't know what to tell you. So Randy says we could do a rainbow, we could do a fire, we could do a whizzz. That'd probably be a spinning, lightning striking, and snow. Sly says, hi, Harry. And Randy is, I think Randy's into he's testing to see what eCam will actually show up with. I got to get to the Mac. Well, you got a Mac. Just go. It's the next computer over, dude. Right there. There you go. Got to get a Mac. You have a Mac? You've got the MacBook. Oh, he's telling Randy to get a Mac. Randy has a Mac. So Rob is saying to Louis, send your Christmas card to Peter now. I think he received mine in March of 2020. Yeah, the mail down here in Miami is wonderful. Wait, this is not English. You put it over there. It goes to Colombia. Well, this is not English. We send it to Germany. This is not English. Oh, wait, Randy works for the post office. Sorry, Randy, I wasn't making fun of the post office workers. FedEx does the same garbage, so... Yeah, send Peter your Christmas card now. Peter loves getting cards. Charles is saying, ready, Indy, here is your mic for podcasting. Oh, Charles is going to push Randy into podcasting. I tried twice, but was placing cameras around the studio for the setup. Charles says, I'm excited because the Dolphins beat the Patriots. Yay, go Dolphins. I don't watch football. They too much politics. I want to see football. I like to watch football in the snow. Those are the funnest games ever. I don't give a crap who's playing. But when I see them on a field of white, wow, I love that. That is amazing. So the Dolphins won. But can they beat the Bucks? Yeah, of course. Randy, why would you even ask? Charles says, only if the quarterback gets the virus. So I'm guessing we don't have a good quarterback. Don't say that, Charles. We just get him sidelined. The best place to buy the Greeky oregano, Amazon probably. Now, what are you really asking? Are you asking for the seasoning that goes on the food, like when I make lamb, like when I made brisket, I put oregano on the brisket. When I make ribs, I put oregano. That's not the same thing as oil of oregano. Oil of oregano is like olive oil, but it's made from the oregano leaves. It's pressed, and the oil comes out, and it's got to be the leaves that are from the Mediterranean that are actually medicinal, because you get Spanish oregano, you get Mexican oregano, and there might be other places. So the one to actually buy, I'll put a link in the description. No, I won't. Don't go looking. You say the word oregano and put an L on the end of it. Then look in Amazon for that one. It's called oreganol. Oreganol. Okay? Don't buy the extra strength one. Buy the regular strength. And it's got to say P, like Peter, 73 on the bottle. That means the P73 is the territory where the oregano is harvested. So you want the actual oregano that's pressed in the P73 area of the world. So the P73 is on the bottle. I think the last bottle I had, Rob, was the P73 was like in a yellow thing. Okay, don't buy the extra strength because it's too strong. Okay, because you could put the regular strength on your skin, you can put it on your foot, your calf, you can put it on your chest. But you will smell like you're cooking, all right? But it's a good smell. And it's not only antibacterial, it's antiviral. There's not a lot of stuff that kills viruses. Now, I did learn something this week. I've been watching a guy named Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg is B-E-R-G. And he introduced something that I never knew before, okay? So you get this little pot, like a glass, okay? And it's got a cover, and it's got a spout. It looks like a watering pot, okay? But the spout, you don't water the plants, you stick it in your mouth. And on the bottom, inside, you open it, there's like an air filter on the bottom. The bottom, I can't flip this over, I'm going to pour water on me, okay? And you put the pink Himalayan salt in there, and then you inhale it through your mouth and breathe it out through your nose. This is supposed to, for singers, cut the mucus. Okay, so that when you're singing, that mucus that builds up, you got to clear your throat. But Dr. Berg has one where he said that the Himalayan salt is antibacterial, antivirus, all in one. Okay, so I remember as a kid, Dad used to take us to the ocean if we were sick or something and make us play in the salt water. And the salt water would get absorbed, get on your skin, on your chest, on your belly, on your back, on your legs, everywhere. Okay, and the salt water heals the wounds that you're on. In the Old Testament, salt was used to preserve meat. They would pack the meat in salt. They didn't have refrigeration, or they had the environmentalists, and they didn't like the Freon back then. I'm kidding. All right, so they packed and preserved meat in the salt. So it does kill bacteria. It kills viruses. It kills things that cause you to get sick. So since the flu, the one we're talking about, since that one seems to hit people in the lungs, besides, for me to be clear, I could just boil some water and put Himalayan salt, put a towel over my head. That's what I used to do when I get sick. Okay, I would put something in the water. I'd put oil of oregano in the water and breathe it in, just the fumes, the steam. Okay, so I don't even have to buy one of those pots that you would breathe in, but they're like $20, $25, so they're not expensive. So the oregano is a good thing, and if anyone's fighting with the C19, okay, check into drinking. You don't drink, okay, because I take a blood pressure pill, so I'm not supposed to be salting up, all right? But you're not salting up. You're breathing the vapors. You're getting the salt vapors down. Why am I spending time on this? Because there might be just one person listening that needs to hear it, all right? Do your research. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist, but I did start doing some research on it for my singing, because sometimes I stupidly will have something kind of a dairy and you get a mucus in your throat and it makes your singing harder. So I know to gargle with warm water and salt. So I looked up to see what was the best salt, and that's how I found Dr. Berg. And he's going, inhale the vapors of the salt. You can get one of those nebulizers or vaporizers from Walgreens or CVS. You could put the Himalayan salt in there and it'll make the vapor. You could just boil water, put it in a bowl and put salt in there, and then put your head with a towel and breathe in the steam. So if it helps you, good, okay? Okay, so Rob says, where's the best place? I buy mine, it's oregano, so see how you put oregano there, Rob? Put an L at the end of that word, and then go to Amazon, okay? I might have it in the link on one of a show here or there, but I wouldn't know where to tell you to go find it. So just go find there. It's about $30 for the bottle, and do not get the extra strength. Randy says, I had a coworker who got vaccinated, still got the variant, lost smell and taste. Let's not get onto the flu. Okay, I want to steer clear of that. It's a serious thing, and different people have different thoughts, and I respect everybody's thoughts, even the people that died. Hey, why are you laughing when you say that? Okay, Rob says, on the topic of the Instant Pot, they had released a really big one, then discontinued it as there was some safety concerns, yet Amazon still sells it. Think it's okay to get that one or steer clear? I have one called the Elite, E-L-I-T-E, and I think it's a 10 quart. That's the one that I have, that one, so I can do a whole turkey in there, like you can do a whole chicken. So they're safe, okay? What's not safe about them is if the technology doesn't turn it off properly, or if the top gets red hot. It's like a stove, okay? Just realize that. So if the Instant Pot has the Instant Pot Pro that you can get in the 10 quart, get it, okay? Because they have built-in safety features. So on the top, think of a lid, all right? So this is a lid, but it's round, okay? Square, but pretend it's round. So it goes on the top, and it screws or turns, and it locks like a hatch for a submarine, all right? Now, this gets red hot, enough to send you to the emergency room with a burn. So the Instant Pot Pro, the new one that just came out in 2021, now that link is in the description on my kitchen channel, so you get the right one. And that one, I believe, is offered as a 10 quart. And I think that's the largest that they make. I'm not sure. So they make the 3, the 6, and I think there's an 8 and a 10. So I do have the Elite 10. But on the Elite, I have to be careful no one touches it. So I put a warning just with a magic marker. This is hot, all right? And that would probably be what the safety concerns were. So the Instant Pot itself, or any of them, they have a silicone gasket on the inside of the lid. And when you put it on and you turn it, that silicone gasket will seal it. That gasket will blow out before it would explode or have any kind of an accident. And it would just shoot boiling hot water, probably straight down, because you're putting a lid and turning it, so it's actually covering it over the sides. All right, so that would be the only safety concern that I can think of. Or another one is if it overheats. But it has another safety there. On the top, it's got a valve. Remember the old ones? They go tss, 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 tss. Well, this has something similar, but it doesn't make noise. It just seals. And then the temperature control. So yeah, I would buy one in a heartbeat, especially if it's a major brand. So no problem with that. Randy says, scrambled egg with milk, cheese, and ham. Well, don't put the milk in there. Just put the cheese and the ham. And instead of milk, you need to add fat. And the best place to add fat is with butter. Not olive oil. Never use margarine. So put like a big glob of butter. Okay? Melt it and bring it to the point where it's almost barely sizzling. Then beat the heck out of the egg and pour it in there. And then add your cheese and your ham. Wait a couple of minutes, tilt the pan up so that the juice of the egg runs down, and then get your spatula and pull it up and let the rest of the juice run down. And just before you think it's cooked, mix it around and take it off the fire. And it'll be amazing. The milk is not going to help. It's not going to add to the taste. The butter will. The butter will make the egg out of this world. Amazingly delicious. Okay? Now, speaking of Fuji's, I don't know if you haven't talked about that, but Fuji's is a terrible camera. I don't think anybody should buy a Fujifilm camera. You know anybody that would like a Fujifilm camera? Let's see who's up next. Oh, here's Mark. Long live Fujifilm. That was staged, guys, okay? That was staged. Don't get your pantyhose all in a knot now. I saw that Mark was coming up. How you doing, Mark? I love you, buddy. You're awesome. You're amazing. So long live Fujifilm. Yep, he's got film cameras that that are Fujifilm. So Mark has Fuji's. Yes, he does. So what you doing, big guy? What you doing tonight? I want to know what it is that what's going on. Are you out? Are you in? Are you in? Are you out? I get confused. Charles says, I love Fujifilm, especially the 2 new releases scheduled for 22. The XH2 will have 2 models. One is photocentric, the other video-centric. They will have their new dual sensor. If they fix their focus problem, I would be interested in that camera. They make a darn good, solid camera. And even better than that, they make some of the best lenses around. I mean, we're talking like Leica level, Hasselblad level, Carl Zeiss level lenses. But for video, I would not put a Fuji in here. So I will say it. Okay, I'm not going to hide it. I would not put a Fuji in here and trust it. It will not focus like the guys that I have in here now. But for pictures, amazing. Now, if the new one that Charles is talking about actually solves their focus problems And you don't have to give me the sales job, Charles. When I see it, I will believe it. Until I see it, wrong answer, okay? So, but I know they got some new stuff coming out. Mark says, Mark is MDM, just so you guys know. So we are friends, so I know who he is. I will definitely buy the new XH2, but I know I'm going to want the XT5 as well. You're going to make a little bit of a collection there, aren't you, young man? Oh my goodness. Camerology, the love of cameras. Rob says, the oregano you use on the roast. I watched the video. Okay, I get, again, Mediterranean oregano, but it's the dried oregano. It's the seasoning, all right? Now, when I get that in here, I take it and I put it through the Vitamix and I turn it from crumples, I turn it to a powder. And it just gets sucked into the meat wonderfully. So I don't have a particular brand that I use, Rob. When I run out, I go up on Amazon and I just put Mediterranean oregano. And it costs more than like the McCormick and the stuff you get off the shelf at the grocery store. But it's actually dried oregano that is harvested in Macedonia, in Greece, wherever they've got the oregano. So I just put in Mediterranean and I just look for the ones that are telling me this is the real Mediterranean oregano. It's got a different, it's got a stronger, I don't want to say smell, it's vitalized, okay? What you get here, like at Publix, our grocery store in this area, okay, is like weak. You put the oregano in and it's kind of like the cheap stuff. When you get the one from Greece, like I get sometimes relatives will come over or friends and they'll bring me a jar of oregano. And it's usually like crumped up dried tea. Well, I like it in a powder form. So I put it in the Vitamix or whatever you got, and I bring it down to a powder, and then I put it back in the jar. And I don't have to put that much, but that's not why I make it into the powder. I put it in the powder because the meat, by osmosis, okay, I don't know what happens. It gets into the meat much better, and it's a much better flavor. It's oregano. You know you've had oregano. And yes, you're right. Thanks for watching that video, Rob. That was very Rob of you. Just supported my first Kickstarter. Let's get that CD made. Thank you, Mark. That's amazing. Thank you. That was very nice of you. I don't believe all that stuff I read about you, Mark. You're okay. I didn't read anything. I'm just playing with him, guys. You know, I play with all of you guys. We have a good time. We have a good time. So that reminds me, I actually have a CD coming out. Yes, I do. And you can help support it because I need the money to help pay to get it done. So what did I do? I went to my rich uncle Albert and he just said no. So I put up a Kickstarter. So you can be a supporter. The link is in the description. If I was smart, I don't remember if I did it or not, it would be the first line in the description under the video. And you could just support at $5, $10. At $25, you actually get the CD with free shipping. And the download too, because I don't even have a CD player in here. I would be more interested in the download. When I get a CD, I want it downloaded, okay? So you get the CD physically and you get the download. So if you're overseas, put in USA and just say, don't ship me the CD, I just want the download. Because you're going to pay $8 more, is what I'm thinking, to get it shipped overseas. But in the USA, the shipping will be free. Okay? Thanks for reminding me to give it a little push there, Mark. Kippy, my favorite Kippy in the whole wide world. Where have you been all night, Kip? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon over there. Hiya, Peter and everybody. I was busy editing a video. A little bit late. By the way, love Fuji too. I love you, Kip. I love you. Yeah, Fuji, not so much. The chicken, not so much, okay? But yes, Fuji is awesome. Mark says, I got sick. I've been resting all week. Did you get the flu? Did you get the dreaded one? Did you just get sick? I do pray for you, but thank you for letting me know. When I pray, I'm going to say, Lord, Mark, over there, make him feel better. So I hope you feel better, Mark. I love you, dude. Thank you. Thank you for spending a little time with me on Friday night. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Kippy says, Fuji focusing isn't too bad. Just make sure you get the LM, the linear motor lenses. They better at focus, okay? Silently, quick, even in video. Well, when I got them, I wanted the 1.4, and that's not an LM lens. So they need to get their act together, okay? I'm not bashing them, Kip, honestly. They're fine, but they're behind the times for focusing for video. This ZV1 for $950 something, or this is $3,500, okay? They focus excellent. I don't even think about the focusing. Actually, every once in a while, I see a misfocus, and I'm going like, that's unusual. I don't usually get something that misfocuses. Okay, so this is the Z6. It focuses beautifully. And my glasses, it focuses beautifully. I don't even think about it. It just does fine. Okay, right smack on my eyes. My eyes, I could see, are sparkling right on my 40-inch monitor. So Leo is here. Now I know the show is complete. When Leo wakes up, we know that we got our European friend in here. How you doing, Leo? I hope you are feeling good. I just got in. Have you already talked about the R3? We only touched on the R3 tonight. Sunday night, 9 o'clock my time. I'm going to be live on the big channel. If you can't find it, look for the hashtags underneath, and it'll be hashtag Peter Gregg. That's the big channel. Over here is where I have the good time. We kibitz, we just enjoy each other. We drink something, whatever we're drinking, and so on and so forth. And I think I might be talking about the R3 on that night. So on the big channel, I don't greet everybody. I just pick out questions that I want and answer those questions and talk in a much more formal way. Over here, it's fun with my buddies, fun with my friends. We're not that big here, so I can do that. Mark says, I can't explain it. I thought it was COVID, got tested, and it was negative. But I have a bad cough and pressure in my chest. So Sly went through the same thing. She got tested for COVID 2 or 3 times, and when I spoke with her on the phone, she sounded like she was close to dying. She sounded terrible. So I think there is one of those variants are out there that get you. They don't test for it, but treat it like you've got that, okay, or a variant of that. It's going to be in your chest. Get the oil of oregano on Amazon. I put normally I put 5 drops in my smoothie because it's too strong to put in my mouth. It burns, worse than whiskey. Okay, so I put it in my smoothie. Tastes good there. Okay, you could put it on your toast. You can actually put it on your skin. You could put it like for children, even infants. You could put it like on their ankles, and the skin is very absorbent, and it'll pull it in. So if I were you, I would do 5 drops. I would do a test, make sure your body's okay with it. I would order it immediately. I would put 5 drops into a smoothie or something. It's going to burn your throat. So if you feel this, okay, in your throat, it's going to be pretty strong. So when I catch a cold, all right, I bought empty capsules, the smallest ones I could get, from Amazon. You open them up, they're capsules, and I would put 5 drops, has a dropper, in the capsule. I'd close it, and I would take it like a pill. Okay? So bombard yourself. When I say bombard, I mean like 1 every 3 hours. 500 milligrams of vitamin C. Vitamin C. Get the best quality you can get. Get the oil of oregano, okay? Start 5 drops 2 to 3 times a day, but don't have it after 6 o'clock until you test, because it could invigorate you and you can't get to sleep, okay? Also, the next thing, and just as important, is get vitamin D3. 3. D like David, 3. And get a high potency one and take 2 or 3 of those. They're just little pills a day. So vitamin D3, vitamin C, oil of oregano, and while you're shopping at Amazon, looking for salt inhaler. And it should look like a little water pot, okay? And you'll get the salt. You want to get that salt vapor, not the salt itself. Don't salt yourself. This salt is not for eating. And you cannot use the blue Morton salt. No, 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 okay? You got to use the pink Himalayan salt. Get the fine grain, okay? And inhale it. Inhale it, breathe it in. Do a look on videos, Mark, before you go buying the thing for the salt, because there's other things, okay? You could get a vaporizer at Walgreens or something, put salt in there, and breathe in the vapors. You don't have to buy anything, honest to God. Boil a pot of tea, put it in a cup or a bowl. Be careful you don't burn yourself because it'll be boiling water. Put like a half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt in there. Stir it around with a spoon. Then get a big like bath towel. When you dry yourself out of the shower, put it over your head, and the hot water will steam it up. It's like going to the ocean and breathing the salt air. That will get it down into your lungs, okay? So do all that, and then don't just rest. Get out in the sun. People catch this flu, this 19, and they go to bed. That is one of the worst things to do. That's a way to build up fluid in the lungs. I know you don't want to get up. I wouldn't want to get up either. But get up, do some bends, some very gentle exercises, get your blood flowing. It's your own immunity system. Even if you got vaccinated, honest to God, even with the vaccination, it's supposed to be designed to build up your immunity system to be able to fight it off. There's no medication, which I find very odd. All this crap that I hear on television and radio and on YouTube and everywhere, okay, nobody's making a medication. When I go to the doctor and I get a sinus thing, they got medication. Here, let me write you a prescription. Okay, where's the damn medication for this flu? They just, we don't even want to know about it. We just don't want you talking about it. They're going to suppress all the talk. Unless you're talking vaccine, 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 they don't want to hear. They actually, YouTube suppresses it, Twitter, Twitch, all of them, okay? Where's the medication? What about UV lights? Okay, you get a UV, like a lamp tube, and you can put it over your phone. You can put it actually over the mask. If you use your mask over a few times, you can put it over the mask, turn it over. Don't put your hand under the UV light, okay? And it kills. The airlines, you know that cart that you see that they do the sodas and stuff? They have a cart like that, and it's got flash guns. Flash guns. We're in photography, right? They got flash guns that flash. I think there's 4 flash heads. And they roll it down the aisle slowly, flashing. Boom, boom. And they're flashing UV light everywhere in that plane. Okay? And that is one of the sterilization features that they're using. What have we heard about that? Not a whole lot. But I didn't even realize it. I have a UV lamp. It looks like, maybe 20 inches, 18 inches, maybe it's even 12. And I used to use it for my parents when they would be bathing and the nurse would come or something. I would sterilize their bed sheets by going over really, really, really slow with the UV lamp. Well, you could do that same thing for doorknobs, refrigerator handles, your cell phone, anything that you touch, okay? And then right over here in the corner of this room, I'm on the lav mic, so listen carefully. You're going to hear a noise, and then I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you when to listen. Okay, I'm ready to do it. Okay, listen. Okay, so what I just did is you go, it's like $60, $65, $70, and you get the Purell no-touch gel that you put your hand under it, and that noise that you just heard. So you could be, doing your hands 4 or 5 times a day. It's It's in the $60 to $70 range with one tube, and it's called a foaming, F-O-A-M-I, hand sanitizer from Purell. But don't buy the foaming refills. They're like 5 times the price. They sell the same thing for that machine. It's not rigged for it, with a gel. And I just gelled my hands. It's like this bottle of Purell, okay, except I don't have to have 40 or 50 of these bottles all over the house. I just got one of those machines over there. So when a package comes in, when the mail comes in, okay, and I touch the mail, I have this thing where I want to touch my face, pick my nose, scratch my eye. So I don't touch. I go through the mail, I put it away, then I go put my hand under that, and I get the gel and put it on. So that's being active in killing more germs from joining in the ones that you have. And anybody else that's listening, you could be much more proactive, okay? Because that gel doesn't dry your hands. In my bathroom, I got like a Windex sprayer, okay? But I filled it with alcohol, and I just spray my hands. But that dries your hands. Eventually, they become like whitish. But the gel that comes out of this machine that you just heard actually works, okay? So every house should have one. Why they don't, I don't know. But anybody comes in the door, stick your hand underneath that gel. I don't want you going around and touching doors, touching my couch, touching my chairs, okay, or picking up a glass. Put your hand and get that gel on your hand. Of course, you're not going to say it rude like I just did, okay? So Leo is giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, Leo. Mark, I just bought it. Good for you, Mark. I'm glad you're proactive. You're not just going to lay there and listen. Oh, that sounds good. Do something. Not you, but others. You got to be proactive now that you don't have it. The heck with the vaccine, whether you're vaccinated or not. You've got to kill the germ, okay? And you've got to not touch anything that's got openings in your face. Okay, your mouth is only one. Your nose is only one. Your eyes go right down into your sinuses. Your ears go down into your sinuses. You ever get water in your ears when it passes down through, it blocks your ears? It can be very painful. Okay. Mark says, my roommate has the same symptoms, but her right eye became very swollen. So she needs to be doing proactive thing. Let's say it's not the 19 thing. You still need to help your body build up the immunity. God designed your body to fight off all this stuff. There's nothing that heals you. Only your body heals itself. The medications are designed to either suppress a system or put your body into a position to actually fight something. And then some things are overwhelming, like cancer. They're still studying to see how. Now, they're looking for a cure for cancer. Now, do you see the looking for the cure for the 19? No, it's all vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. The vaccine's going to fail. We're going to do one variant. What are you going to do? Take 2 shots a year? That's crazy. Find a medicine. Let's have a Jerry Lewis telethons and get pharmaceuticals to start making a medicine that will work. But we don't even hear about a possibility of a medication. We hear about other medicines that will work on it, but guess what? Squash. Okay, where's the tests? I want to see the tests, not the WHO and the CDC that, they're dictators. People used to live years ago without the CDC and with the WHO. They survived. They had oil of oregano. This goes back into the biblical days. The oregano, the oil the olive oil that comes out. Okay, they also use something to do with silver. I'm not quite sure what, but that's involved too. So tell your roommate, get that salt breath and get the steam up in her eye and breathe it in your mouth, get it into the lungs, and get that viral activity going. Mark says, I've been going for walks to keep the body going. Well, that's a good thing, okay? That's circulation, your immunity system. But don't tire yourself. Okay, don't exhaust yourself. You're not going to exercise yourself out of 19. Okay, Just get the exercise, get the circulation, be out in the sun, get fresh air. Don't lay down and get stagnant. I'm sure that's exactly what I would do too. I mean, I'm a baby. When I get sick, I hit the bed. Okay? So, just be a little bit active. Rob says, don't forget a spray or two of Windex. I use Windex. You know how you use the alcohol? Where is my Windex? Okay, I got it back there. Okay? I haven't even moved it in weeks. But when packages come in, okay, I used to spray them. Spray that. Spray that. The new microphone, spray that. Spray the chair. I sat here. Okay? I could spray it in the air. Oh, that's another thing. Okay? Get yourself a sprayer. All right? And get some clean water. All right? And then get an essential oil where you like the smell. Mark, I'm still talking to you. Okay? Come on. Back on Peter. All right? Get yourself an essential oil. Are you going to focus on me or you're not? Get yourself an essential oil. Something I like lavender is good, but I got tired of lavender. I got jasmine. I got something that's got a cinnamon smell. It's on Amazon. It's called Protect essential oil. Okay, the smell is called Protect. It's like a cinnamon and stuff like that. And then put 7 or 8 drops, fill your water sprayer, 7 or 8 drops of the oil of oregano, all right, in the water. Put the essential oil in there, all right. You might even put some Himalayan salt, but I haven't done that. Shake the heck out of it, okay. That was a shaking motion, don't be misunderstood, okay. And this now becomes an air sanitizer. So you can sanitize your air. So if you think someone came in or something came in the window with air, you can sanitize your air. Lysol sells an air sanitizer. Okay, it's not for surfaces, it's for the air, and so does Oust. Okay, but you can make your own. Get a water bottle. Okay, every 2 hours, spray your air. Your roommate is breathing, you're breathing all the stuff out in the air. It's going to settle and maybe be there waiting for you 2 weeks from now. And then you'll go like, I can't get rid of this cough. Okay, spray your air, sanitize your air. So, yes, Rob, I use the Windex. We Greeks say it cures everything. Yasu, get up in the yasu. But not in the mouth. No, don't put Windex. Don't put any of this stuff in the mouth. Okay. Only the oil of oregano and the salt. You breathe the vapors. Here's Sly. Mark, I feel for you. It took me about 2 weeks to get over it. But the cough lingered on for about a month. I used to talk with her just about every day. Are you still alive? Are you doing okay? And she was, and she is. There's the proof right there. But Sly got tested 2 times, 3 times, because if she tested positive, the company that she works for would give her a paid medical leave. If she didn't test positive, she either had to work or she would be docked to pay. So she kept getting tested, and she sounded terrible. She felt terrible, no taste. At some point, she was having a hard time breathing. It was a very difficult thing to go through. So, but she's well and she's with us. Get well soon, Mark. Kip is saying, get well soon. Rob says, I've been on 2 planes with Alaskan Airlines in the past 2 months. No flight. You're not in it when they do the UV lights. They do it during the service time. Never heard of that. But I do know UV can kill a lot of stuff from my reef aquarium days. Well, you can do a search on that. There's videos up there where they show the thing going down, the aisle flashing. Okay? So they're not going to flash UV. You're not supposed to get that in your eyes. Hello? So this is the time when they clean. Have you ever watched them clean the seats? Take off the pads and clean everything underneath? Well, they still do that, but now they have these things. They're $100,000 plus, and they flash. So why doesn't Costco have it? Why doesn't Home Depot and Lowe's have it? Why doesn't Publix have it? So at night when they're closed, they're flashing the heck out of that store for, an hour. So when we go in the next day, any residual 19 that's there Bye-bye. Okay? And they make air filters, regular air filters, that's got UV lights built into it. So as the air goes through, okay, the UV light cleans and sanitizes the air. How come you got to hear this on Peter Gregg Live? Why isn't this on the main news? Why isn't this on TV? Because all they want to drill is that vaccine. It's the only thing they want to drill, okay? And it makes me suspicious. It really does. What the hell? We don't do that with any other illness. Cancer, AIDS, anything. Alzheimer's. It's never a single one untested method where the president and this president and the one before him was telling people to get vaccinated. Okay? It is not FDA approved. They tell you it is, but it's not. It's FDA approved in another country that needed that approval, but it hasn't made it here. The approval has not happened here. So just take it, just take it, just take it. Well, my answer is no. Well, you'd rather die? Well, who said I'm not going to die with the COVID? There's people that, with the vaccine. There's people that take the vaccine, have a reaction, and die. So it's, you're what if you do and what if you don't, okay? So Rob has been on planes. You should ask them. When you're on the plane, okay, you said in the past 2 months you've been on the plane twice. What are you doing to sanitize? Ask the stewardess. Okay, ask the waitress. What do you do to sanitize the plane? See if they even know, okay? But you could check what I'm saying out, Rob, on YouTube. Anything that I'm saying. I use pure alcohol on my hands and a spare after touching any surfaces when shopping. Never had any issues with drying out skin. I guess I'm lucky. Well, I use the alcohol too. They just say you can't. That's why they add aloe in there for 2 reasons, okay? Number 1, because alcohol dries your skin out. Now, I'm not talking about getting alcohol in your skin. I mean putting alcohol in your skin 4, 5, 6 times a day. So you go out of your car, you want to do that. I got a bottle in a sprayer of alcohol in my car, and I have the 70% alcohol. I put in a couple of drops of the essence, the oil that I like, and I just use that as a sanitizer. Like I went to the grocery store today, and as soon as I got in the car, okay. In my bathroom, I just used the straight alcohol. I didn't even put anything in that. So, whatever works for you, Rob, just do it. Work it, work it, work it, work it. Good night, everybody. Oh, Randy's giving me the hint that it's time to go. Sly is saying, good night, Randy. Have a great weekend. Good night, Randy from Kippy. No. Carlos, where? Oh, I passed it. Okay. I suggest to my clients de-escalation exercises that help the body regulate. We are mostly all operating with high levels of stress. Boy, you got that right. Okay, so what's a stress de-escalating exercise? Okay, I just do gentle movements. I'm not looking to make trouble. I don't want to wind up having to go to the doctor. And Sly has helped me get the pool back in shape. So I'm doing some nice, when you go in the water, it's resistance. So I just stand there and do this, okay? And I walk in place, lifting my feet kind of high. And when I get out, I feel a little bit more invigorated. So that's a good one, Carlos, good one. Lewis says, wait, we still here? Go back to sleep, Lewis. Go get back in your bed. Go, 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 go. Rob says, Sly, did you ever try an antibody test? I had one. Unfortunately, it was too late after my suspected exposure back in March. Hence, the antibodies were gone. You could try that. I don't know what that's about. That sounds interesting. Good night, my friends. Good night, Lewis. Get well soon, Mark. Yes, Mark, we all believe that. Love you, Peter, so much. I love you, Lewis. I love everybody in here. Mark, I love you. Feel better. Sly, Rob, I had both tests. They came back negative. But I'm sure but I sure had all the symptoms. She was really suffering. Lewis, I was never into Fuji. We didn't have to put a thumbs down. There's people in here that love it. What's the appeal of it? It's a very nice camera. When you get one in your hand, you stay away from the Fuji, young man. Go back and make a steak. Sly, I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you feel better. Sly is not sick. She's okay. Carlos says the pool is great. Yeah, got a pool. You'd think I'd use it, right? Because it's like one of the best. It gets every part of your body. You just do this and that. There's muscles get used. I need an Instant Pot. Instant. When you look it up, it's instant. Instant tea, instant coffee, instant oats, instant. It's not Insta. You won't find it. That's why I'm telling you. So you should be able to get the one that I've got listed in the kitchen channel around $99, because they'll go up to $149. Okay? So as we get closer and closer to Christmas, boom. You keep an eye on that. Okay. I hope you feel better. The pool is great, Peter. I need an Instant Pot for Christmas. Bye-bye, Kippy. Bye, Kippy. Okay, I will. Making chicken tonight. Ooh, I like chicken. You can make it in your Instant Pot. See you, Lewis. That's Kippy is saying, see you, Lewis. I saw Sly in here somewhere. Did I miss it? No. Rob was telling me. See you, Lewis. Oh, Rob was next. Okay. I'll tell you, my last flight, there is no way they could do a deep clean between flights. It's not between flights. That's the one bad thing, Rob. They offloaded and loaded in 15 minutes. No way that's a deep clean. It takes me longer to vacuum my stairs. They do it once every few days, which is the part I don't like. It should be done once a day. It should be done between flights, because they're rolling something and flashing. Okay? They actually should build in these lights so the pilot, when the plane is for sure empty, it's locked, and boom, boom. They only need to flash it for a few minutes, okay? Because it's got very high-powered infrared. They could put a strip right down the center, so anywhere that light hits, proactive. Will they do it? No. Peter, thank you for spending your time with us. Here's Justin. I love you, Justin. How you doing? Baby back maniac. Peter, how you doing, Justin? I'm so happy you're here. It's looking like I may be in Miami in a couple of months. Hopefully we can coordinate and I can buy you a burger or something. Heck, I'm going to make something. You come over for lunch. We'll wear our masks. We'll do all this, okay? And we'll get together and maybe I'll cook you something. Tell me what you don't like so I can cook something. No, I'm just kidding. We'll get together. You coming in Miami, okay? Absolutely, positively. So I love Justin. He's one of my most wonderful friends. So that's good news. I don't know how long ago he wrote that, but do you have an affiliate link for the Instant Pot? Yeah, it's on the Peter's Kitchen. I don't think I got it here. Good night, everybody. Rob says, good night, everybody. I hope you're all great and safe. I love the family channel, or the Chan fam. Take care, everybody. Lewis says, sorry about the Fuji, forgive me. I was just reminding you, there's people in here that own it. Just be a little sensitive. They're going to go away, oh, Lewis didn't like my camera. And I'm sure you don't want to do that. Carlos says, we'll tune in on Sunday. The show will be different on Sunday. I'm not going to be doing the chit-chat, the having fun. Peter, it's not going to have fun on Sunday. Peter is going to stay on target. Okay, I'm looking at the A7S3. See how it changed? That's not the A7S3. I didn't do that. Ecamm did that, okay? All by itself. So thank you, Carlos. See you Sunday night, God willing. Lewis, anything with the 1.4? I'm excited. Yeah, I did. Kippy did make a comment. How come I missed it? They're coming out with a 1.4 lens. Sorry, Kippy. I'm sorry I missed that comment. I saw it, but I don't know why it didn't come up. So Lewis says, I love you. And support the CD, everybody. Sly says, good night, everybody. Time to recharge my batteries. Oh, I think I'll keep you up for a while. Charles says, yogurt. I like yogurt, Charles. Can I use yogurt? No, I can't use yogurt. I like yogurt. Yogurt is good. All right, we've reached the end of the show. We have reached the end of the show. And so I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. We've had a 3-hour and 30-minute show. I love you guys, and just like every show, I say I pray for every single person, every single night. Okay? Just so you know you're prayed for. And pray for me. All right? And that would be nice. I love you. Thank you for being here. Should I give you the Kickstarter commercial one more time? Go to the Kickstarter link and help support the new CD. I'm making a Christmas CD. You didn't know that? Yes, I'm making a Christmas CD. It's going to have at least 10 songs. I might want to put in an extra bonus. And they're going to be Christmas songs. I have written 1.5, and I said a half because I kind of like created a new song out of an existing song. And you're going to like it. You're going to like it. So there we go, Carlos. We got Carlos wound up over there. You having a good time, Carlos? That's the whole point. Okay? So, good night, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for being in here. I do know how to end the show. I just got to find out how to end. Okay, here's my outro. Good night. I love you. God willing, see you Sunday night, 9 o'clock, Eastern Miami time. All right? Bye.
You have just watched another Peter Gregg video. Something warm, human, and wonderful happens when you watch Peter Gregg. Thank you for watching.